Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to what is episode 14 of The Violet Madness. My name is Mark, and I am your DM. And with me are this lovable band of folks. Minus one, we're down Stephen this evening, but he is with us in spirit and in chat. But before we get around to introducing the rest of these lovely people, I just have a few notes to call out for all the other goings-on in Penny Dragon Games. So, DM Jean sent me a little blurb for the Fellowship of the Fallen that streams this coming Tuesday, and it sounds like he kind of unintentionally created a little quatrain poem. It goes a little something like this. In the house of Talivar, there was some spooky goings-on. A ghost, a possession, and some star-spawn manglers. All were defeated, but are they truly gone? That's how it read to me anyway. I thought it was funny. Then on Thursday, the 11th, this coming Thursday, our very own Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, is back with another installment of Penny for Your Thoughts. And he has some questions for some guest DMs that'll be joining on, such as, why does this NPC have level 20 stats, yet he's in the game as a baker? Why does this character have abilities I've never seen before? Or, more questions like, if you see a player struggling, how would you as a DM help them and feel more part of the team? So definitely tune into that one. Ryan's always good for the old chinwag on Penny for Your Thoughts. So, all right, then. So Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. So that was on a brief hiatus as DM Craig has braved the frigid Canadian North on tour, and he'll be returning on September 1st for episode 4. So definitely tune into that one too. DM Richard and the Churn Gang are back next Friday then for the Alternative Academy Part 3. The gang finally face off against Baba Blackbeak. Again, more rhymes coming to my head. Baba Blackbeak, have you any legendary actions? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 legs.
Nice.
I'll stop now.
Don't ever.
So DM Ben and the Cloaks of Mindhelm then return to the stream on the 14th of August, so this is next week. And will the party back down and leave with their lives, but not their pride, or will they uphold their duty and face Belloc the Deathless in mortal combat? Defeat means death, and victory is far from certain.
Mortal Kombat theme just plays in the background.
I was gonna say it. It was in my head. I'm glad you did. And DM Dave was making us roll some D10s for Beholder Eye Rays on Friday. Operation Part 3 is available to watch now on VOD, and it was serious edge of the seat stuff.
5 hours.
It was 5 hours, and
5 hours. Yeah,
5 hours of eye rays. It was crazy, and naughty limericks.
Can we just get 10 seconds for a certain comrade? We won't say to spoil.
Yeah, we won't spoil it, but we'll definitely want to get an F in the chat for our beloved fallen comrade.
In my defense, I have to say that there were a lot of eye rays went at that poor character, but that person, I will say that character did not move anywhere remotely to safety, so they were the only one that the beholder could see.
He took several death rays like a champ.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. But anyway, Dave and the crew will be back with the Soccer Run Saga Friday week for more action, so definitely tune into those ones too. And as always, I'd like to give a big shout out to Becca at Quadruple Bacon for the awesome character art you see here. And also shout out to Tabletop Audio for the ambient music you are hearing currently as we speak. And then also, if you do have an old liking for the maps and stuff like that, you can find all that and more on my own Instagram and Twitter at Stiglitz and Stiglitz.maps. With all of that out of the way, let's get into introducing our characters. Normally, I start with our heartthrob paladin, who is Sir Tyrion Shadowbane, but he is unfortunately off the scene at the moment. So let's start with Dave.
Can I just
you can, I think I know what you're going to do.
It's amazing. There once was a DM called Mark, whose ventures were always a lark. He ruled things quite strict, but was not a dick, and his bite was worse than his bark.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Dave. I didn't mean to interrupt, but that's amazing.
That is worth the.
It is,
the interruption. That is awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna get that. You can get that on my shirt.
Yeah.
Got a little brown on your nose there, Ryan.
Listen, it sounded fucking great. I don't care. I mean, that we should have had Drew in the game on Friday against that bloody wizard.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Big time. Hi, hi, I'm Dave. I play Shadow Arcanus, who is a grave domain cleric of the Raven Queen. Shadar is a half-elf, and you'd place him at around 100 years of age if it weren't for the fact that he was magically aged by an undead creature in an old manor house a long time ago. Shadar is actually only in his 30s and exists solely to destroy undead for the glory of the Raven Queen. Shadar has bright white hair and is typically dressed for battle in black leathers with a black chain shirt and his trusty mace and wineskin, and also has a very nasty scar on his throat. That's me.
Alrighty, next up then we have Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy. I play Mina Dumont. She is a 50-year-old half-elf who is a Whisper's bard. It seems like a bit more of her powers are coming to the surface as needed. But as always, the dice gods seem to have a story in mind for her, and that story does not include being capable yet. So we'll get there when we get there.
It's a thing. It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. Don't worry about it. It's totally on Mark me to macro. So we're just going to wait for his macro to finish up.
I call it the Mina macro. But you do have a fan. Mincy Madness is saying woo Mina in the chat. So
yeah, woo Mina. She'll do something at some point, and it'll be great, I'm sure.
I have no doubt in my mind.
It'll be cooking up meal.
Go sit in the corner. Get out of here. Get out.
That was for the brown nose comment.
He's already in the corner up in the stream. So
that's true. Stay there. So I did finally get my horse back, which seemed to be the only thing that she cared about. So we'll see how things progress with her.
Absolutely.
Moving on.
Thank you for that. Next up, then we have Matt.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm Matt. I'm playing Alfric, the half-elf evocation wizard. He's a scholarly and curious fellow. Enjoys reading, researching, other intellectual pursuits, and the occasional disintegration.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Only when it's well deserved.
Of course, yeah. Use responsibly.
Alrighty. Last but certainly not least, then we have Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, and I am playing Damon. Hello, my darlings. He's a tiefling in his early 20s. He's a battlesmith artificer and wearing white shirt, tight, stitched in black vest, black pants, and a nice little tiara on his head. And he's usually accompanied by his very favorite friend, Rocket the Raccoon.
The goodest of boys.
I forgot he had a tiara. How fetching.
Yes.
Alrighty, with character introductions out of the way, let's do a very brief recap, because it's been a little while since our last game. So you guys have been tasked with escorting the Duke Albers Fenwell from his currently infected lands over into the Tenno Dukedom, towards Petlin, where he hopes to find out more about what's been going on, because he's been in this kind of stasis situation that you guys have been in since the outbreak. And this has led you to the Uthrim Bog. Now, you guys have spent a couple of days traversing through this murky, miry, also infection-ridden bog. There seems to be these new kind of fungal growths sprouting out from the murky mire. Now tired, wet, and about, knee-deep in peat and muck, you guys have managed to stumble across a kind of gathering point for some hungry goblins who seem to be gathering components for stuff to treat some sick brethren of theirs. They directed you towards the one untouched place where this groth bloom stuff grows, which is something that Dr. Albrecht has asked you to procure for him. But it's apparently guarded by a ferocious beast, also infected by the Violet Madness. So I believe you guys elected to take the Duke to safety over in Merrin first, before returning to the Uthrim Bog to procure this stuff. And I think that's where you left it. Now, Shadar did cast a spell, I forget the name of it. Is it Find the Way or something like that?
Find the Path.
Find the Path. And that is directing them the shortest, but the shortest and fastest route, but not necessarily the safest.
Exactly,
so that is apparently the route you guys have taken. So we're going to bring you guys back to the bog, where you have just dispatched the goblins. And there we have it. So just to kind of refresh everyone's memories, the Duke and his guards are all following suit. Tyrion kind of walked into...
Sorry, Mixing Madness just tipped $10.18.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Very generous.
I think that will give you, let me just see.
Yeah, that does a thing, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Inspiration for all characers or the DM.
Or the DM, yeah. So
one of those choices is way better than the other, obviously.
Yes! Yay! Thank you, Minxie Madness.
Very
nice.
That is amazing.
That's okay, Minxie. That's okay.
Does inspiration stack? Because that means I've got 2 then. Or would I be nice in saying the DM could have one of them?
No.
Hell no.
Do that.
No, absolutely not.
What were you guys talking about before the game?
Yeah, I know,
right? Penny Dragon says the ruling was no. So unfortunately, Damon.
Computer says no.
But
still, Minxie, it was a lovely gesture.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sorry to interrupt, Mark.
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, Minxie could be going back and forth between a decision and then make a decision in like 5 minutes after, inspiration may have been used.
That's a great idea.
Minxie, maybe you should give it to the DM. I'm not quite sure. Think about it for a little bit.
Take your time. Take your time.
Loopholes, huh? Loopholes. Well, we'll see. May not even need inspiration at all. Who knows? Rolls could always be in your favor. But anyway, so
he has 3 blesses, by the way. Blesses and inspiration work a little differently. Just
that's true. Yeah. So I have blesses, not inspiration. So blesses just allow me to add a D4 onto a roll. But yeah, so you guys are here in this kind of murky mire, and it's believe from our last weather roll that it is actually kind of that stingy rain that's kind of coming down on top of you guys. And so after dispatching the goblins and sending one running back to their camp, which they did not specify the general direction where that was, but they've left you with information. The Duke and his guards are kind of have this kind of formation where the Duke is walking, but they're all kind of walking in unison around him, kind of forming this kind of protective physical field. And you guys are now looking towards this direction.
That's where my find the path is going, is it?
Correct. Yeah, this direction over here. And yeah, it's about midday at this point, I believe, if I recall correctly.
Well, my friends, it seems the eyes of the Raven Queen look east. It's the most expedient direction. Shall we away?
Suppose we shall.
Yes, no reason not to. No reason not to press on.
Take off one of my boots and empty the bog water out of it, put it back on, and take a sup of the wineskin and just march on.
Okay. May I ask, actually, before we continue, would anyone in particular like to control Sir Tyrion?
I can't be entrusted with that. It's too much responsibility.
If you guys prefer, I can assume that he went on a scouting mission for this session.
Stephen, do you have a safe word? Because I'm down. I gotta make sure that you're into it.
So I'll leave that. It won't really matter for another few minutes, so I'll kind of just leave that out in the open for you guys.
Stevens and Chad and the keel probably give you okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned previously, then in these swamps you see these kind of regular, trees and kind of like these algal kind of plants and things like that in all of the puddles and mire. But what really takes away from all that is the scene of these stalky, bulbous, mushroom-like plants that are just growing out of the ground, growing outwards, in like this inverted triangle kind of thing. And they don't like they kind of billow gently as the rain beats off of these the fungal stalks, but they don't seem to be like, you know, doing anything else. Like there's no kind of, they're not giving off this light, or they're not kind of, they're just there, but they look. Actually, you can get a nature check from you guys.
Cool.
Everyone, or
from all of us, or from
anyone who would be
in particular
interested in that kind of thing?
Nah,
we're looking for the plant.
I'm not proficient in nature, but I think Alfred would be interested.
Sure.
Sure. Just got a 13.
I definitely would be too.
Yeah, sure. Anyone who would be interested in that kind of thing.
Take a look. Just an 11 for me.
Okay, and a 16 from Damon. You've no idea, none of you. It's a species of fungus. You are not. It's different to the stuff you saw back in Grendel, like all that fungal matter from, you know, the town that was completely overtaken by the violet stuff. But it does have that same hue, that purple hue. But it is, it's something you've never seen before. You don't know if it's safe or unsafe. But yeah, that is about it for the scenery here.
Can I get... I'm going to get Rocket to grab some rather than me touching it.
Sure.
And I'm going to get him to... Oh, fuck, I can't put it in my backpack. Alfred, would you happen to have any containments or jars or anything?
I certainly should have a vial or two, if that'll be sufficient.
I just want to take a sample of this because...
So it's always wise.
The bulbs at the top of these stalks are about the size of a tennis ball. Some a little
maybe
bit bigger,
maybe a tad big for a vial. It could. Well, I suppose we could wrap it in cloth.
We absolutely.
I wouldn't like to contaminate any other belongings in case they give off any spores or.
Well, I mean, if I was to wrap it in a material, I don't have any spare, unfortunately. But if I was to wrap it in something, I would be able to put it in my bag, and it wouldn't be contained with anything else per se. I just don't have anything to wrap around it.
I do have this paper for letters, but I suppose it'll do.
So can I make up like a little parcel of...
Absolutely you can. Yeah.
Mushroom?
Yep. Sure.
I've got 5 pieces of paper, so you can have all 5.
Look
at that starting equipment coming in handy.
Yeah, look at that. Can I get Rocket to roll a sleight of hand check, please?
What is the sleight of hand check? Is that wisdom?
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'd be... That's not too bad. It's 9. Ooh.
So Rocket, you tell him to go grab a piece, but you forget to specify to do it carefully. So he grabs the stalk and just yanks it, and just one of the bulbs off the stalk just goes, and this faint purple, pinky purple mist just erupts, kind of centered around Rocket. And I'll also need a Constitution saving throw from it.
Oh, rather him than me.
That's why I was having him do it. I will say he's immune from being poisoned.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes a difference, but
that is good to know.
17.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so after a moment, these spores and dust settle, and Rocket is just there, like standing in the middle of it, just holding the stalk. he seems fine.
Oh, Rocket. He's had a day.
For about 5 seconds, you couldn't see him. The plume of spores was so thick, but then they just settled to the ground.
Well, at least we've learned that they're volatile.
Classic Rocket.
I don't know if you still want to hold one of those in your bag.
We do tend to get ourselves into some sticky situations. It would be inconvenient if it were to blow up.
Might I suggest
it could be cast as a weapon, though.
That was more my thinking, was whether it would be something that could be weaponized. But yeah, maybe we'd be best off to leave it.
We are planning to come back.
Yes.
You could always grab something in a town or city to better contain it.
Oh yes, I might be able to find a chest or something I can contain it in. Good idea, Mina.
Probably best not to speak about weaponizing such catastrophic things in front of nobility.
I'm sure they've weaponized a lot worse.
Indeed.
Not without further study, at least.
I actually doubt the Duke would have even heard that because the rain is so loud. It's like if you're not within 5 foot of someone, you actually probably wouldn't be able to hear what they're saying very well anyway.
What?
Except for Shadera, you can still hear things like a million miles away.
Yeah, nothing's getting past him.
Everything. Shall we go?
Yeah, so that's up to you guys. If you'd like to press onwards along the path.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Should I was you?
Yeah.
Should we move to the edge of the map or do
that is okay. I will move you presently.
Move myself up there.
So you guys trudge along this path and several hours pass, and one of the guards that was kind of circling the Duke, in fact the same one that before said, "Oh, I've been through the bogs before, but all the roads have been destroyed and I can't tell my way around this place." He points at a humongous landmark, which is a giant tree on the far side of the bogs. I remember that enormous tree. Yes, we're on the right path for sure. There's an old crumbled building or something next to it. The road runs near it. We're on the right path, I'm sure of it.
That's good.
The Raven Queen directs my feet. I don't need your scattered paltry memories to tell me I'm in the right place.
As he kind of, just kind of mumbles to himself, and he's like, "Well, I just remembered."
I'll just kind of give him a pat on the shoulder, like, and a nod, like, thanks.
Also, as a note, I'm having Rocket kind of walk about 10 feet in front of the Duke and the guards.
Okay.
More as a kind of, if something was to happen, it would happen to him first. Kind of.
Like a minesweeper.
Essentially.
Good old Rocket.
I thought you loved Rocket.
Oh, I do, but he has a few tricks up his sleeve.
He also loves repairing him.
So the guard kind of naturally tends to veer the Duke closer towards this area because he knows that there was once at least a road or beaten path there. And about half an hour to 45 minutes later, you find yourself right up against this big old tree. I'm going to bring you up there, right? And you do pass this old busted up shrine. So you guys are at the bottom corner of this map.
Nice map.
And what you do see is that
it's a very cool map.
Thank you. You do see that the fungal growths have gotten more prominent around here, and they seem to be quite tall. So the other growths seem to maybe be about 4 foot off the ground. These are blossoming trees of fungus that range from anywhere between 8 to 20 foot tall.
Are they luminous as well, or is that?
Yes, they are now luminous, and you can see like little a mixture of like little bugs flying around them and
this
mist
can't be good
and things like that. Yeah, so you can see that these trees are now teeming with life.
This is more the lavender madness variety than the violet madness variety.
These are a deeper purple as well.
Oh, deeper purple.
Yeah.
Where's the shrine to?
That is an interesting question. You don't know at this point. It's right next to this river before this humongous tree. The tree is about 200 foot tall. So tall that its canopy just outstretches over the river.
Remarkable.
David.
So I think upon seeing the sort of evolved fungus, Alfric is maybe going to jot down a few notes in his in his book on some of the properties, because he's kind of keeping a bit of a log.
Okay.
I'm sure that's his volatile, Alfric. Be careful.
Shadara will nudge Damon. David,
Yes.
He'll kind of nod over to the tree. Tremendous.
You just get this really sly smile.
Tremendous. You see what I did. Yes. And I will try and investigate.
You guys really need to branch off into a different type of humor. I swear.
You just leave us alone.
Can I just ask super quick who was going to control Tyrion?
I'll do it.
Mina, I think it was.
Okay,
well,
Andy. Let me pop in the old.
Just Mina's just controlling.
She's been controlling him all along.
Meat puppet.
You should have control over Sir Tyrion Shadowbane.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Mina, I didn't know you had access to the charm spells.
Tyrion says
I told you could have Shadar. It wasn't generous. It's already had my hands full.
Mina's actually a mind flayer, everyone.
Yeah,
that's the secret.
I didn't realize I was meanest to be given away, but anyway.
Tyrion's just after saying in the chat there that he can't help but wonder if I got the inspiration from the live action Super Mario movie. I only watched that movie, I think, about a month or two ago.
I met the guy on Friday who does Mario's voice.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's me, Mario.
Cool.
Yeah. Super nice dude. Sorry, I digress.
Cool. No, cool.
So, Stephen, feel free to message me or just throw in the chat if you want Tyrion to do something specifically.
That'd be actually funny. In the chat, we just said smite.
He did actually say that before. He said
he did say that before.
Yeah, we just see in the chat. Mina, go to the other side of this enemy and just hit him with an opportunity.
No, but like Tyrion's interested in this statue, or he wants to.
Yeah, no, fair.
What did he say?
Just a general.
Just remember, always smiting a crit. We need a t-shirt of that. Always smiting a crit.
Always smite on a crit, yeah.
Wise words.
You know what I have to do.
So I will investigate the shrine, yeah.
Can I get an investigation check?
I'd like to as well, if possible.
Could I argue for religion?
You could, but if Damon is proficient in either investigation or religion, you will have advantage because he's giving the help action.
I am proficient in investigation, not religion.
Okay, then that's up to you, Shadar. It's either investigation with advantage or religion with your better modifier.
Investigation with advantage, but I will give myself guidance. And I have to beseech the even queen to help me in my investigation. Here we go. Boom. 20 plus, give me a 4. 24, my friend.
Very good.
Excellent.
Take his holy symbol and give it a kiss and let it back down onto the chainmail. So first I'll describe what, any normal person stumbling across this place would see, and then I'm going to tell you what you saw with a roll of 24. So this shrine, you can tell it used to be a full structure, kind of like a small little kind of mausoleum type situation. But, 3 out of the 4 walls have been crumbled down. The back wall here is still kind of there, but it's at the top is all crumbled. There's no roof. All that seems to be in here that is of note is a broken statue that is completely just destroyed. There's no telling, just like by looking at the face or the description of the statue's body, it's just rubble. All that's left is the base, so it's impossible to tell who the statue was constructed in remembrance of. You see 2 candles and a bowl, like a little kind of mortar and pedestal with some burnt up stuff in the bowl, and a little log before it, presumably a seat or a pew of some description. But with your roll of 24, you notice a couple of things. The stuff that was burned in this bowl and the wicks of the candles are still warm. Mm. And there seems to be along this wall, think of it as like decaying sludge. Like if you left the mushrooms out of the fridge for a couple of days, they start to go this brownish color. Yeah, but they seem to be growing on the wall in a certain way that it almost looked like you would have been able to see something like a pattern. But because they're all rancid and decayed now and kind of running down the wall, all the brownish kind of yellowy juices just running down the wall, it's kind of like
if someone painted on a fresh canvas and then just threw a bucket of water on it, it all trickled down and it made it obscured and unsure of what you're able to see. So it does seem like someone or something has done something here recently.
The things on the back wall, are they still alive? Were they alive at all?
You can tell that they were alive at one point, but they're all shriveled up and decayed now, and all
So
just
definitely,
dripping down. They were
dead.
I'm
just wondering, would a cure wounds do anything?
So this is fungus we're talking about.
Yeah, but it's still alive.
Could be wounded.
I would say no. That they're
cool.
Dead and decaying.
Thank you for not letting me waste the spell.
Yeah.
Speak with dead.
Is this right here part
that
of
could be a fun conversation?
Sorry, Mimi, you were going to say something.
Is this right here crumbled, or would Tyrion have to go around here to kind of get to the back of it?
He would have to go around, yeah.
Okay.
If anyone is proficient or has the use of either a herbalism kit or alchemist supplies, you may be able to discern what was in that bowl.
I do indeed.
Ooh, interesting. So yeah, I'll take a roll. You just click on the thing.
I'll put my hand on the shoulder and say, "May the Raven Queen guide you," and cast guidance.
I think Tyrion's gonna go check out the other side. Oops, I threw him somewhere.
Okay, cool. Very nice. 20. We're on point with the rolls today.
Yeah.
Where did Tyrion actually go?
Far too well.
I don't know.
Oh, he went off the map.
I've already messed up.
Considering I only rolled a 6 as well.
Tyrion just saw everything. He's like, nope, I'm out.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I've misty stepped away.
13, that's mad.
Oh, whoa, respawn him.
Oh, that's huge.
He cast it enlarged on himself.
Normally, it's just his ego.
Oh.
He would agree.
Yeah.
That's
Tyrion
Tamina
approves of
effect.
this message.
The other thing I was going to say I wanted to do, Mark,
So weird.
is use prestidigitation to clear off the back wall a bit to see if there was something underneath the
Gotcha.
gunk.
Bear with me for 2 seconds. I just need to reset up Tyrion's dynamic lighting stuff.
Good job, Andy.
Yeah, Andy.
Listen, I was moving Tyrion forward. He must have hit something, just went like hella left. It must have
He
been
must have hit something, yeah.
Tyrion just says yeet in the chat.
Yeet.
I see what
I cast yeet.
Hold on. So I did do it wrong, but there's a wall here.
There's
And
obviously
a
a dimension door around the back of the shrine.
Yeah, why not?
Yes. Yeah. So let me see here. So Tyrion goes around the back. You see not but several more of these weird fungal trees, and you can see that the normal leafed trees are starting to kind of shrivel a bit. The bark is trying to turn this kind of sickly, kind of grayish brown. The leaves kind of turn this kind of darkish green and appear kind of crispy, like as if you were to like take a leaf, it would just like crumble to, you could nearly make tea from it there and then it's all crumbled up. I won't give shit.
I think at the mention, at the thought of crispy, Tyrion just reaches and grabs a pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon.
Nice.
All this death and decay is making me hungry.
So these yellow things down here, right? Are they just brighter than normal natural foliage? Or?
Normal mushrooms. There seems to be an awful lot of mushrooms around here, but these are normal. The kind you'd see growing on the side of trees or in forestry and things like that. But
and we haven't typically seen any normal mushrooms around the Violet Madness, have we, in the past?
Not in your experience.
Okay.
No.
Interesting.
But these fungal trees that are glowy and stuff, that's alien to you guys. You have no idea.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but are there any animals of any kind nearby?
I will take a perception check.
Sure.
Or
And I
survival.
think that's more of a Mina question, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, well you can have Mina roll it then if
So,
she's looking for tracks.
Yeah.
I'll take either perception or survival. If you're either looking on the ground for tracks or if you're listening out for like birds chirping and whatnot.
I'm probably more doing a listen out, looking in the bushes kind of a thing. That is
It's very nice.
25.
So yeah, you listen out, but you don't hear anything. You maybe you hear the odd kind of croak or bloop from the river. You just hear that bloop, 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 from the river. That's like not even flowing. It's kind of just if it is flowing, it's only barely. It's kind of more stagnant. But as you look through the bushes, Mina, you just nearby. You don't go too far away. You just kind of see if you can see anything like scamper away or scurry under the ground.
Came over here-ish, not too far, but just a little bit.
You do uncover what appears to be the remains of a bird. It's a skeleton of a bird just in the bush.
Oh, I did need bird bones. I will probably mage hand, see if I could pick up the skull.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can figure out anything about this bird and why there's only one.
Going off your perception check, you didn't really hear much, but then when you searched this particular shrub or bush, that's what you found. But you didn't find anything alive, basically.
Right. Do I have any idea what type of bird it is?
Take a nature check.
Ooh.
Are you au fait with ornithology? But at 13, I would say probably not. But it's not a small bird. It's a. You could probably tell.
It's not like canary size. Is it like crow size? Is it? It's not eagle sized.
It's not eagle sized. You could probably tell from the beak that it is not something that goes around and eats grains and stuff. It is most likely a bird of prey.
Oh.
An African swallow carrying a coconut.
Or is it European?
Or is it a European swallow?
Yeah.
I will pick up the bones. I'll mage hand them into just a little bag that I've got.
Drew Kane says it's Big Bird.
R.I.P. Big Bird.
R.I.P. Big Bird.
Snuffleupagus is just around the corner.
Tyrion just kind of stands a little straighter at some point. He's gonna divine sense.
Sure.
I think, and since it lasts, I think an action or so, and objects behind total cover wouldn't ding, he'll just walk around as he's doing it to make sure he gets kind of what's inside the building and what's around the building.
Yeah, sure. Let me just double check my notes. Boop, boop. Cool.
Sure, any paladin player will tell you it is the most pathetic feature in D&D 5e, without a doubt.
Divine sense.
Yeah, my experience is
ridiculous.
like the amount of times tracks in our home game has done it. Like, I mean, I'd say 9 times out of 10 has turned up fucking nothing.
Yeah.
When I have paladin players in my games, I kind of just treat it as like a mini divine thing, or I'll give a spider tingle. Like something's wrong. Maybe you want to use a divine sense. Like not so directly, but
a little
enough
hint.
that it does. Yeah, enough that it does something. There's always that one time it's clutch. Tyrion says. Hopefully
Artrax is just very paranoid. He was caught on the hop once and has been on high alert ever since.
Yeah.
Like if it's the distance that it was, but it was at least through objects, that would make sense. Anyway, I digress. Sorry.
It's funny though that Tyrion said there's always that one time it's clutch because Tyrion his divine sense pings. There is
it me?
There is something of a fiendish presence nearby.
Be on your guard, everyone. There's a fiend nearby.
Damon is just like,
hello.
He's been with us for a while.
Yes.
So yeah, he gets this like foul smell.
You're not God.
Does he have a sense of direction of where it is?
I don't believe it. He just knows there's one nearby.
It tells him where it is.
Does it? Okay.
You know the location of any fiend, undead, aberration, or no. I don't know it off the top of my head. It's.
It seems to be across the river. It seems to be across the river.
Yeah, that's.
But after that, it kind of gets a bit faint.
Perhaps your hound can scout for us, Sir Tyrion.
I'm sure he would agree.
Sure.
All right, Fido.
Fido is on the case.
And since he is a man wearing heavy armor, and aware that heavy armor sinks, he'll probably make his way over to the bridge. And past Miss Mina. Why, Miss Mina, there is a fiend. Stop picking up bones. And she's like, whatever.
Nom 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 on the pocket bacon.
Yeah, just casual as anything. Just there's a fiend over there.
Yeah. It's routine stuff. While that is happening, I will go back to Damon at this time, who had just prestidigitated the wall. Yeah.
I heard that word too.
Yeah. So all the gunk, all the dead fungus just swipes away, and the wall is cleaner than it probably was before the decaying stuff, because all the little bits of stone rubble is all neatly cleaned up. It looks like someone got a toothbrush and spent hours cleaning the wall, the dusty, broken wall. But there's nothing underneath it.
Imagine it being really satisfying, like when you take a jet washer to something.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, actually. Yeah. But yeah, there's no kind of indentations, or you can see through bits of the wall because it's all crumbly. But nothing of note underneath.
So what's in this goop then that I investigated?
Yes, so with a 19, it's 20. All... Sorry, a 20. You're dead right.
Just in case that makes a difference.
No, you're dead right. So with a 20, it's all you can get out your kit, and you just kind of take a sample of the remains of what was burned to kind of use as incense. Excuse me. And you're able to take out a few chemicals and just do the swirly kind of chemist meme thing, and you can tell that there was bits of local flora used, burned in this incense. You can tell that some of the naturally occurring mushrooms were used, and also some of that purple gunky mushrooms in the trees was used, muddled up, and burned before this statue.
Can I ascertain as to its nature and why?
Not with an alchemist tools.
Is there another check I can do to see if I can work it out? Or
I will take a.
If not, then that's fair. But I just figured I'd ask.
A religion check.
Can I aid him with that?
Absolutely,
proficiency,
yeah.
And I will give you guidance as well.
Okay, so you have advantage and guidance, Damon.
What are your thoughts on this?
Ooh,
it's pretty strange stuff, actually. I haven't come across this mixture itself before.
So as you're kind of using your kit and you kind of separate out all the things that you need to discern what the components are, Shadar kind of kneels down beside you, and he kind of looks at it and goes, the two of you, between the two of you, you kind of come to the realization that in some ceremonies and some rituals, incense is burned, and in certain instances, it can be used to channel another entity, and these components seem to have been burned, maybe to do something similar. It's hard to know for sure, because you'd have to be a mind reader to get the actual process down to a T. But you do know that in some kind of maybe druidic or other forms of religion or ceremonies, that they would burn incense to gain a clearer understanding for their for what they want to do, or what a person is to do next, how they get guidance.
Augury or something?
Kind of. It's more like a meditative thing.
I'm very concerned if anyone's tripping on violet madness mushrooms.
I think we also need to be very aware of, from what Tyrion's just said, and from what this is, that it's not a combination of the two.
Well, I feel if there's something with a fiendish element nearby, we must eradicate it before we take our long rest, as it were.
That would probably be wise. It would pose a threat to any other travelers passing this way.
Been a while since I've casted Firestorm.
Oh, fires. That sounds good.
Indeed it is.
This is
Unless you're a tree.
This is something I would like to put a pin in for another time, maybe.
I can't believe you guys.
When we're not in this kind of arrangement, but just to point out that not all fiendish things are bad. And Damon kind of starts walking towards Tyrion.
Sorry, I meant to say flame strike, not firestorm.
I was thinking.
I was really excited for a second there.
Yeah.
Like,
Mark,
wait, you
is
took
there-
levels on wizard?
Is there any kind of check to see if the surroundings are real? You know how last time in that cave,
That's a good point.
should I kind of fall into an illusion? Is there any way to kind of check that here?
I believe an Arcana check, perhaps. So just to be clear, Damon, you're kind of just leaving the bowl be, and you're not going to do anything with that.
It's used, right? Or was it?
No, no. You, like all of the components are like these mushrooms that you can gather here, and some of the stuff from these purple trees.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if I can gather what was in the bowl, then I will.
Oh, everything that was in the bowl is within like 30 feet of this shrine.
Perhaps we can gather a reasonable quantity of components, and then when we have better facilities available to us, we can try some different permutations.
Yes,
We can conduct some research.
So I guess probably before Shadar walks past us, Mina is trying to figure out if there is some sort of illusion. She got a 16 on the Arcana check.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay, cool.
You kind of just like, pick up the dirt from the ground, and you're just, you know from the hallucinatory terrain spell that was cast on you before that, there was a carpet there, but there wasn't actually a carpet there. You're physically picking up things that are in your hand, and seems real enough.
All right, I am assuming Tyrion is with Shadar.
No, Shadar would have gone ahead just quite quickly. So when you guys were doing that, Shadar would have done that thing. Well, he would have made sure that you weren't watching, and he does that thing where he tests the bridge with his foot very quickly and make sure it's real.
Raid!
We have a raid from Actions and
wow,
Reactions.
thank you. Hi,
Thank
guys.
you, guys.
Hey, everybody.
All right, guys.
Thanks for the ride, guys.
Sweet.
One of those guys is my work colleague. I figured out.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah, you
cool.
told us
Look
about
at
that.
that.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, that was nuts.
But this is a perfect time to start viewing.
Yeah, pretty much. So Shadar will, while no one's looking, he'll put his foot on the bridge to make sure it's real, because he doesn't want them to see like that moment of where he's unsure of things. And once he determines the bridge is real, he might do a quick investigation check just to see if there's anything obviously rigged on it.
Sure, bridge is real. Just FYI.
Excellent, cool. Sure, in the safety, he will march boldly across.
Okay. And with that roll of 5, you're as sure as hell that bridge is safe and nothing happens as you cross it. What you do see when you cross said bridge is a number of like monuments or statues around this tree. Appears to be what it looks like is some sort of maybe graveyard. They're just kind of circled around this big tree, these monuments.
And do they look chiseled in a decorative manner, or do they look like they are captured? So excuse me for eating mini cheddar. Does it look like they were turned to stone mid?
I will
mid something.
Because you're still a bit away. I will take another investigation check or perception.
Oh, I'll give you perception if it's allowed. I've plus saying that motherfucker, and guidance. So 16 plus D4. That's all right. 19.
Yeah, so you're a grave cleric. You've seen graveyards. You know what they're like.
This is
I've
one
seen
thing
one of
I
these
know.
before.
It's
My favorite
graves.
places to be. I know the best graveyards, my friends.
Usually, graveyards come with, inscriptions on the monuments or headstones. These have no such thing, and they're very random. You see the odd soldier with a sword wielded. You see someone on a horse. You see, like a bear. You see a couple of wolves. You see people that are just kind of standing still as if everything is hunky-dory. And they're just kind of scattered all around this tree.
Does Shadar know whether you die or not when you're turned to stone?
I'll take an Arcana check from you, Zah.
Oh, God. Because this will determine how, how
finally his slime die.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's not, that's 20.
Shadar would know from his study of magic and the effects on the body certain spells have on you. If you are petrified, you can be restored. I think it's greater restoration, isn't it?
So you're not dead.
You're not dead, but
so that concept is singularly terrifying to him.
Trapped for all eternity, but not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he stops, and he takes out his mace and steadies his shield and looks back.
I think at that Tyrion has his sword out, and he's a brave kind of lad.
My friend.
Why is he walking in front of Mina all the time? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Mina is just picking up bones.
Tyrion, my friend, beware. These statues were not hewn by the hands of a humanoid. Seems to me some creature has rendered them in their current state.
Haven't seen these and heard Shadar now. Does the thing back in the pot, does that make more sense now?
How do you mean?
Does it have any correlation to these statues?
No. So it would take more than just burning incense to do something like this to a person.
Oh no, but like as in a remedy.
Oh, it could. I suppose there's no way of knowing. Unless you try. No, I'm just kidding.
Tyrion does mention to Shadar that I think we're in a hag's lair.
I'm sorry, what?
A hag's lair.
You think we are in a hag's lair or we were in a hag's lair?
That was a hag's lair, so we're in the area.
The little room or something? There.
Yes.
Why? What makes you think that?
Oh gosh, more Tyrion than I'm prepared to be. Because Stephen said so.
I see. So you've just received some sort of sending spell, have you?
It's just the feeling that he has. With the smell, with the stuff that's been going on, with the broken kind of statue and the stuff on the wall and all that kind of stuff.
Was there any reference to the other locations of the other hags?
There was.
Oh, and was the Uthran Bog one of them?
No.
It doesn't seem to track with the letter to the three sisters, or the three hags we defeated already. But good to know. We will stay worried, my friend. Just let's be careful. I don't have a good feeling about this one.
Very well.
Should we announce ourselves?
God, I'm doing so much role playing right now.
You love it, don't lie.
Tyrion seems like the kind of guy who's not afraid, and would in fact.
Shadar. Now, as you step on into that area.
Oh God. Not completely by himself.
So yeah, as yourself and Tyrion are walking into this area of death. No, I'm just kidding. This this kind of grove that is surrounded by statues. You do notice that the closer you're getting, you can see that these some of the statues, as I said before, are just kind of in these like nonchalant kind of poses, like as if they're just kind of, some are like just standing there, arms folded. Others are like, seem to be like in a mid-walk motion with their hands down by their sides.
Kind of like me.
Yeah, kind of like you. Some have a look of confusion with a blade wielded like in a, where, you know, this kind of thing, you know, what's going on? And then you just have random like forest critters that are also like, you saw a bear and a wolf, but you see there's actually even smaller ones around now. There's even like a rabbit and all this kind of stuff. But each and every one of these statues has a vine attached to it that is going, that seems to be descending from the tree. And at that, can I get you to make a dexterity saving throw?
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
+3 on this, my friend. What could go wrong? That's an 8 mark.
Cool. I will get you all to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Let's go.
Can I blame this on me not actually being Steven? Steven saying fearless in the chat. He's probably right up there.
Okay. But that's fair enough. By the way, Shadar, you are considered restrained at the start of the battle as this vine falls on your shoulder, and it seems to dig into your shoulder, like tight.
Ow.
Can I get a D4 from you to determine the type of restraint?
Oh, wow. Is it a sexy one?
That's a 3. 3, I believe, are you're restrained by the hands. Let me double check.
It is a sexy one.
Our hand, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man.
My safe words are headstone.
Noted. Yeah, you are restrained by the arms. You cannot cast somatic spells. So instead of falling on your shoulder, it falls in your arm. You go to release the vine from one arm, and it just wraps around this one. So you're kind of like this.
Oh my.
And yeah, this tree is alive.
Oh Jesus!
All trees are alive, Mark.
This tree is more alive. Shut up.
Tree is animated.
Yes, that's what I meant. That thing.
The trees are alive.
With the sound of death.
Petrification.
Oh, wow, I saw Corrupted Grove Guardian.
Corrupted Grove Guardian.
Yeah,
should be interesting.
Slayer.
Stop metagaming. It's just a live tree, guys.
He was just reading it out for the viewers.
Bear with me for just one moment.
Actually, used to be in a band called Corrupted.
Nice, solid name.
Yeah, good. Kind of utility. Just does exactly what it says in the tin.
Hell yeah.
Just good old meat and potatoes trash metal.
Awesome. Very nice.
Sorry, now for just one little teeny tiny minute. Okay.
Should probably let you know, Elfric, I burned my 6th level spell, so
likewise.
Help you out with a heal today, my friend.
I regret not paying more attention to how Tyrion plays. I know it's mostly hit and smite, but like every vengeance paladin.
Yeah, bang the shield and say some awesome shit.
Oh, that's true.
You're on Metal Archives, Dave, in Corrupted, by the way.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
No way.
That's a 20.
Heal, and
really
to descending. Mina, you see this thing land on Shadar's arm. You're first, yeah. You see this thing, these vines land on Shadar's arm, and he's bound at the wrist, and you hear him kind of, I don't know if he'd cry out anything or say anything, but yeah.
Yeah, what do you say, darling?
Shit. I'll go. By the skirts of the Raven Queen, I seem to have been bound by the wrist.
Actually, Mark, can I use my inspiration to reroll my
absolutely.
Oh, can I do the same thing?
Absolutely, you can.
I didn't realize I completely forgot I had it.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't actually go
save.
first.
Yeah.
And it's fucking
that one. Christ almighty. And do you know why I got that one? Because that was Ryan's idea.
Yeah.
If Ryan told you to walk up to a scary infected tree, would you do it?
Probably would, yeah. I've got form for that kind of behavior.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
I just
All right.
I think mine's still slightly better, but still.
No,
In
sure.
Mina's expert magic opinion, that you can argue whether or not she has, but I definitely don't have. This tree that seems a bit more animated and alive than other trees, I would get the impression that said tree is a creature, right?
So now that you're across the bridge, I suppose point to note about this tree, since this thing happened, your attention is turned to the trunk. You can see that this is a very obviously ancient tree because, given the gargantuan size of it. But you can see that in the knots and gnarls of the bark, you can see these pulsating globules of purple stuff, and it's beating like it has a pulse. And you can see your attention turns up above, where the canopy of the tree is just out like the roof of a hut, and you can see that the branches are kind of like little fingers above you, ready to kind of do its thing. This thing would seem has a mind of its own, so yes, you would consider this thing to be a creature.
Excellent. So Mina's going first, but not everybody knows that, so maybe I can waste a turn.
It's like a
waste a turn.
willow.
I'm gonna waste a turn using a 4th level spell slot because it's only worked once so far. I'm gonna try using Phantasmal Killer. So if you please, need a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, this is a Wisdom save, so I am not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna roll it.
Oh, God, imagine this was a nat 20.
Oh my god!
Oh look, Mina's doing that thing again that she swears is a really powerful spell, but looks like nothing.
I'm sorry, Andy.
Hold on.
Is something going to happen, Mina?
I will say there's no material component for the spell. I do not have to use my arcane focus. I'm not playing the drums. As far as you know, nothing's happening. Nothing.
Oh,
don't just stand there.
That is even worse.
Listen, you rolled.
I believe she's frozen with fear.
A 4 out of your initiative. I'm going right after you.
Frozen in terror.
Mina, dare I ask, is that all for your turn?
You? Yes, that's all for my turn.
Okay. So next up is not Alfric, but this creature that none of you can see yet, I don't believe.
Oh god.
Is it Mummy?
Oh no.
It is not. I just need to get the trajectory correct. It makes it to here.
God.
It seems to be this giant ass hornet.
Oh no, where I can't see it.
It's
there it
right,
is. Yeah, it's there. Oh,
makes it to there. That seems to be just kind of hovering about 15 foot in the air. It's pretty big. It's probably about 2 foot by, like this, and 2 foot high. So 2 foot by 1 foot kind of thing. So big for a hornet, for sure. Then another one flies from out of the tree.
Do I make you hornet, baby? Do I?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 makes it to there.
Oh shit.
Next up then is also not Alfric, but this.
Oh come
hornet.
on.
And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Makes it to there, ends its turn. Over to you, Alfric.
Okay. I mean, some combat encounters provoke deep thought and reflection, but sometimes you're against a giant tree, so I cast Fireball.
Has to be done.
And I'll try and cast it here with a view to potentially hitting this hornet as well.
Okay.
Fireball. Just at level 3.
Dex save 18. Not known for its dexterity.
I was going to say, I swear to God, if this tree has a +5 on deck.
Well, you see, why can't I roll those for poor Mina? That is a fail. Not one. So yeah, you dish out the fireball.
Excellent.
30 points of fire damage, nice. And what happens when you do that?
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna roll a thing. 3. So when the flames burn down from this from the trunk, when they finally subside a little bit, the growths that I was telling you about, they just hurl out this this plume of spores, and you can see that the growths and the leaves of the tree, they turn yellow. I suppose you don't really know what that means, but there you go. That
Interesting
happens.
Nonetheless.
Yeah.
Anything for the hornet?
Oh yes, sorry, of course. Is it just that one? Is it?
Yeah, I was kind of targeting it around here.
Okay. That's going to succeed. So it's half damage, though.
God, that's a hell of a boost to the dex save.
They're pretty dexterous.
Yeah. And then can I use my bonus action to try and telekinetically shove this one?
Absolutely, you can.
Just directly away from me.
Sure. That's a strength check on its part, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's a 16.
I'm just figuring out what my save is. DC 8 plus proficiency plus...
It's like an 18, I think. You're one more than me.
Yeah.
The wisdom. It's actually a 16 for the...
Is it?
For the yeah, it's different from your spell save DC.
Oh.
So he has to meet or beat, so he succeeds.
Yep. Okay. And then
you do notice, looking at this thing, that where like the kind of the maw, or the kind of antler, whatever you want to call them, the feelers are these just two giant kind of like razor things. Like they it looks like they give a giant or a pretty nasty bite. Its mandible, sharp as razors.
Good to know. With that knowledge in mind, I'm gonna flee across the bridge. And then
Nice.
my turn.
Cool. Shadar, you cannot cast somatic spells because you're bound by the hands, but if you'd like, you could spend your action to break free.
Well, that's all. I think all I can do, because I've gone through all of my prepared spells and all of them have somatic components. So, yeah, I'm just going to. So, what is it? A strength check?
I'll take acrobatics or athletics. That helps.
Let's see what's better. Acrobatics +2, athletics +2. So this is a check. Can I give myself guidance?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay, so I'll give you.
Is it somatic?
Oh, it
is.
is.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah, you touch a willing creature. Pretty sure.
Okay, cool.
Sorry,
So no. You were dead right to call that. I just didn't check that. I assumed all cantrips were just stupidly. Okay, here we go with athletics. Blop. 17.
Yep. You're able to just... And you just break the vine free.
Nice.
I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't care if it gets a breaking off attack. I'm going to go there. Actually, no, I'm not going to go there.
You're going there? Okay.
Does it get an opportunity attack? Or
The tree, no.
Okay, cool. And let me just check one thing. Bonus action, healing word, maybe. Does anyone need it? Just a quick look around. Could anyone do it any healing?
No, I'm pretty healthy.
Oh, okay, cool.
Damon's alright for a sec.
That's it for Shadar.
Okay. The tree is going to take a legendary action and make one slam attack against Sir Tyrion. That is a 30 to hit.
Shit.
Bloody hell.
That will hit.
Tyrion's going to take 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Up next, then, after Shadar, is not Sir Tyrion, but more of these lovely little critters. I'm going to reveal now for brevity, because they're all up next.
Jesus.
Wow.
So this one is going to fly straight on up to Sir Tyrion. Sorry, its reach is 5 foot. That's the wrong thingy. And it's just going to go at it with a stinger. For 17 to hit, I don't think that does anything.
Not gonna do it.
Yeah, that pings off the armor. That's all it can do. This one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right up in Mina's grill, and it's also going to come out with the stinger. Oh, shit.
That will do it.
Oh, shit. I'll roll a d100.
It's gonna be one of those streams, isn't it?
It's going to be one of those streams. I hope it's not. Let me see. D100. It's a 38. You are able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and attempt to harass them. So this Hornet is definitely harassing you. It can choose to grapple you, but it's not going to do that. So here comes the damage. So
I could probably use that healing word now.
That is going to be 25 points of piercing damage, and I'll need a Constitution saving throw.
Mark, sorry, I stepped away for a quick second. Who was that critical hit on?
Mina.
Who? Guess who?
I use Sentinel. Can I use
Guess who?
Sentinel at death's door to make that not a crit?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be just 13 points of damage then.
So so Shadar will just kind of reach his hand out and go, "The Raven Queen's wings fold around you, my friend. Not today."
It's a great ability.
That is a great ability.
So he will cancel that crit, so it's just a normal hit.
Okay. So
Cool, I'm poisoned, I think.
You
too.
do feel the effects of. So as this stinger connects with your skin, you look down and you can see.
Wait, hold on. Do I have a plus?
Oh,
I do.
You have
I
2,
will use
yeah.
it.
You have inspiration as well, actually. Yeah.
Well, that's a 13.
I
so.
wouldn't have done it. So yeah, never mind. You are not
Lovely stuff.
poisoned.
Oh,
Poisoned at all. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Sorry, I stepped away at the wrong time.
No problem.
it's all good.
Next up then is this last dude. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make it to there. Not much you can do. So over to Tyrion. You're being very swiftly being surrounded by these hornets.
Yeah, and this seems like a great time to cast haste.
Yeah.
So
Hell
he is
yeah.
going to cast haste, and then I think I don't think there's really a preference. There's just a bunch of hornets. I'll probably just whack this one.
Sure. Roll to hit, my friend.
I have so many ways to attack people. Oh,
I can just imagine Steven watching this, and he's just like,
Yeah.
Smash it good.
sorry. Oh, I think it is just the 11. Hold on, I don't actually know what haste does.
It just doubles your movement and
Plus
gives you an extra action.
Yeah.
You- You will be extremely happy to learn that an 11 hits.
Oh,
Plus 2 to your AC as well.
that's interesting.
Thankfully, I have not embarrassed Tyrion, just myself. So that is 10 points.
10
Of
points
damage.
of damage. Boop. Actually, I'm going to put a little yellow token beside the tree so I can remember what color it currently is.
Oh,
Because it erupted in yellow spores and changed to a yellow color.
Oh god. Okay.
That might have been when you stepped away. So Alfred hit it with a fireball and it reacted by changing color.
I'm getting vibrance vibes here.
Yeah, I do like colors, don't I?
Yeah.
that's nice. All right. I don't think Tyrion can do anything else.
Yes,
Oh wait,
he's
he has
an
an
attack.
extra attack.
He's got more than
Yeah.
one attack.
Yeah.
He's got 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
All right, and then that one's a hit.
Now, you may need to hold off on that third attack because the second one is going to kill this hornet.
Oh
So
yeah,
yours.
then step forward and attack the other one.
Okay.
Sweet.
Duh. Duh. I'm a paladin with vengeance.
Just
Swing.
for-
Oh no, hang on. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, hasten with the first action.
Haste was the first action.
Oh,
So that second hit
yes.
and that third hit doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Yes.
Very
Hold on.
honest
So-
of you,
No.
Stephen.
So he took.
gets. Hold on. Oh, one weapon attack. Oh,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
right.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry
Oh,
about
good.
that.
Look at all that
At
damage.
least Steven's paying attention.
Oh my. Sorry, Andy.
I'm doing my best, Steven.
No. You're doing. I actually forgot that haste was the action as well, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I did too.
Bonus action wise, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Not this time.
All right.
Does he have like what's it? Not Shield of Faith.
The only thing I know is he's got the Misty Step bonus action, but
No, that's a bonus action. Yeah.
Shield of Faith. That should be bonus action.
No, but then it's both concentration spells.
Oh, right, yeah.
Scowl in the chat, so maybe it's bonus action scowl.
Bonus action scowl.
Nice. Okay. Very well then, Damon. Over to you, my friend.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over next to Tyrion because there's no way I'm letting him deal with this on his own. On myself, I am going to cast Blur. And then bonus action, Rocket is going to run up next to Mina and take a bite at this creature.
Ooh, very good. So I'm just going to read Blur because I'm actually unfamiliar with this. Your body becomes blurred, shifting and weaving to all who can see you. Further duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Wow, that's really good. An attacker is immune to this effect if it doesn't rely on sight.
Is the verbal component for that spell? Woohoo!
Yeah. So that hornet takes 7 points of damage.
This one here?
No, the one next to Rocket.
Oh, sorry, Rocket. 7 points of damage.
Because I'm assuming was it 19 hits?
Absolutely does. Yeah. Big time.
So that's it. Yep.
Okay. Next up is our Grove Guardian.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
Who does have blind sight, so he's going to attack Damon with a slam attack.
Where is he? Is he the whole tree? The
whole tree.
So anywhere there's roots.
I think there is is there a token? Was there a token there that I could see when I was a little bit closer?
Yeah, there's a token right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
think it's just out of sight.
Yeah, you can't see the token, but for the purposes of this battle, you can see the token at all times because it's a huge tree.
Where'd the tree go?
Yeah. Where did the gigantic 200-foot tall tree go?
I can see it 5 foot closer.
Gotta update my prescription.
And this tree's got a hell of a stealth roll.
I am going to assume, Damon, that a 24 does indeed hit.
It does, yeah.
Woo!
For 23 bludgeoning damage as a branch just goes wham down on top of your head and just really takes the wind out of you.
Well, okay then.
The second attack is coming at Tyrion.
What's he's got 2?
It's a 17 to hit. Okay, yeah. So Damon's first one hit with the big branch of the tree, and Tyrion looks up, sees another one coming. He's like, whoop, and sidesteps that. And yeah, that's all. Let me see if that is the action economy of a Lettree.
Lettree.
It is.
I passed my save, by the way. Because I got hit for damage.
The concentration.
Concentration, yeah. That's fine. Yep.
Mina's turn?
Mina's turn.
Yeah, she's gonna step around here. Did I get flanking?
That'll give you that advantage. Tyrion says dexterous as fuck. That he is in a full suit of armor.
That he is. Mina's just got a little voice in the back of her head that sounds like Alfred. Mina, I told you, you're no good at magic. And she's gonna attack this guy with her rapier.
Yes, bring the sword.
For 18, and we're also going to use an instance of bardic inspiration for an extra.
Here it comes, the Bard Smite.
The Bard Smite, yeah, hold on.
The bite.
The bite.
Can I just say that Shadara's been intensely interested in how good she is with the sword. So can I Can I just keep an eye on this as it happens?
Yeah,
and just try and see if I can figure out if there's any sort of anything weird going on.
So because you're in the midst of battle, that'll require a perception check, and Andy is about to describe how she completely eviscerates.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, not at all.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'll take a perception check off Shadar. But Andy, if you want to describe how you end this hornet.
Mina is just kind of done. Like, she was relatively accomplished before she met this group. And, like, her magic just doesn't fucking work anymore.
Oh,
and
no.
she's just taking this gigantic hit in the face, and, like, everyone's making fun of her all the time. And, like, what the fuck? So I think she's just whatever calm, it's just, well, you just probably hear her to like, what the fuck? And then she runs around this thing, grabs her sword, just slices up the goddamn middle, like gets those, like the streak of blood just like all over her. And she's looking over. She can only do one attack. Actually, she doesn't have an extra attack, but she walks forward anyway, like she can. So I'll bring her over here.
Maybe it's just because you're around better casters now that, you know, it's kind of rubbing off on you. I love you, Andy. I'm only joking.
I'm glad you said that.
No, I'm just looking at the chat at what Steven said.
I saw Steven's message as well. Mina is mid-bitch.
Oh, damn.
Even when I do things, I get made fun of. I don't know.
No.
I don't
At
mind.
what point does this count as vicious mockery against me? Because my heart is just like...
We love you, Andy.
But see, Stephen making fun of you is not a good idea considering you're controlling the character right now.
PvP is just like...
I start taking my armor off.
Yeah.
Steven's the PvP incoming. PvP is just like Andy and Mark on stream for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
as Mina fights Tyrion.
I have been such a good sport about this, guys. Don't you?
No, you have.
Okay.
Are you okay with me
that
making that
is
check
Mina's-
after? Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
Oh yeah, make the perception check. Go for it.
Are you okay with me making that out of the combat?
Do it.
Out of initiative? Yeah, okay, cool. Just wanted to check because it's usually an action in combat.
I know, yeah, but sure.
Cool. Just wanted to double check. 24.
Rule of cool and all that.
Cool.
You definitely see this happening.
Mark, do you want to describe it, or should I, or do you have a way that?
No, you go ahead.
So it's the sword. It's not the sword. With the 24, like she's definitely doing like it's an attack with the sword, of course, but it seems like there is something magical happening to the creature that's not just part of the melee attack. Like there's something else that she's doing. There's some weird ways that the bodies have kind of spasmed, or eyes have rolled in the back of the head and stuff like that. So it's not like she's an accomplished swordsman. It's just that the sword is doing something.
My God, by the sandals of the Raven Queen.
The skirt, the sandals, the...
Oh, don't worry. The whole wardrobe's incoming.
Yeah,
Next
it's
year.
thinking
Where that
Exclamation.
came from.
Right down to the toothpick.
Sorry for
Mina is done.
All right. Next up is this dude over. Actually, no. Grove Guardian is going to take a legendary action.
Oh,
Mina, can I get a dexterity saving throw from you as a vine drops from above your head?
Oh man, I'm just far enough from Tyrion to not get any help.
Plus 5.
Is a 10.
Plus 5 because I will use my flash of genius.
And
nice.
the DC was 15, so you are good. You see this
that
vine
is a
drop
bit of
down.
luck.
Yeah, and you just see this drop down. You get your rapier and you just cut it out of the air. And nothing happens. Very good. Up next is Le Hornet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're not really intelligent creatures, so they don't know flanking. But Tyrion is about to take another sting. If it doesn't ping, it pings.
It pings.
Yeah, so that's all it can do. Up next, this dude here is going to take a sting at not Tyrion, at Damon.
Okay.
That, my friend, is a 14 to hit.
That misses.
All right. Lastly, this one is going to fly towards Mina and try and sting her. Oh, that is.
No
I
problem.
was rolling the slam attack on that 14, but I'm going to use that 14 for the Corrupted Grove Guardian. It meant to be the Razor. Duly. 21. All right. That is 11 further piercing damage, and I'll need another Constitution saving throw. Please. Yeah, you cut the vine down.
Fucking hell.
But you don't see this hornet coming up on your flank, and you
I will use my inspiration.
Absolutely go for it. 15's good. Cool. Yeah, 15's good. Yeah, you take the damage, but again, you resist that poison. Over to you, Alfric.
So having seen that my allies are able to hit these creatures with fairly little trouble, I'm going to throw out a Scorching Ray at 5th level, so I get 5 rays and target 1 hornet.
Nice.
Just going from sort of left to right, up to down.
They're about to not have a good time.
Hopefully not. I'm just going to do all 5 of the to hit rolls.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus. All of those are a hit.
Very nice. And yeah, so Alfric just pulls his wand out, raises it in a crescent above his head, so these 5 small orbs of flame surround him, then lunges forward with the wand, and these arcs of fire just shoot towards his many victims.
Yeah, and it just goes... the ones in front of Sir Tyrion here, both just drop to the ground and just crisp. You see the legs kind of just do this, and then they just stop.
Excellent.
Excuse me. The other 3, however, are still up and standing.
And I'll try and shove the one that's attacking Mina at the moment, as it managed to get a hit on.
Okay. Just bear with me for a second, actually. Okay, so sorry, Matt, you were saying...
Yes, I'll try and shove this hornet away from Mina.
So that is a strength save?
Yeah, with a DC of 16.
There's an 18.
Oh, strong hornets.
They're stronger than they look, apparently.
Yeah, very well. I end my turn.
Very well. Shadar, over to you, my friend.
Shadar will step forward to here. And he will say, so you're saying that all of these roots here are connected and they're part of the token?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that means the creature is within range.
No. So these are about 200 feet up in the air, these branches.
Okay, so...
Oh, wow.
I need
no, sorry, maybe half.
It doesn't matter. I'm still in range. So Shadar will look around to his friends who are struggling with these nasty hornets, and he will say, maybe it's time for the timeout. What do you think, my friends? We take care of these pests and then rally around and defeat this creature later. And he will cast banishment on the corrupted Grove Guardian.
All right.
I really hope that works.
So
I just love the idea.
Into chat. It's going to cast at level 4. So that is a DC. What is my DC? I think it's 16. DC 16 charisma save, if I'm correct.
It is charisma.
I mean, a tree can't be that charismatic, right?
Yeah, you would, yeah.
So it is going to elect to legendarily resist.
You are a motherfucker.
Oh man!
In a very legendary fashion.
I loved the idea of that giant tree just vanishing.
Yeah, I just wanted to give everyone a. Well, look, that's fine. That would
have been pretty clutch, yeah.
It would have, but it's
Dave, does Shadar say make like a tree and leave? Is that how he attempts to cast the spell?
I mean, maybe Dave would have said that, but Shadar that glib, I'm afraid. I think that is all I have. I will use my movement to move maybe to there. An alt. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting rid of the...
alt there. Get a legendary. Actually, do you know what? No, I'll move to there, just to be sure.
Okay. Next up then is this dude. Who's going to zoop over here and try and attack Sir Tyrion once again. This time he's going to hit with a 16, which does nothing.
That's a ping.
Trukin says, coming soon to a closed store near you, comes some garb of which you'll approve. Designed by Shadar, spring, fall, winter. Get some goth merch for you and your ma.
You missed it. He said winter, like Shadar.
Yes. Designed by Shadar, spring, fall, or winter. Get some goth merch for you or your ma. I like it.
Before Tyrion goes, the tree's gonna make never mind. It only gets one legendary action and I already used it, so never mind. Tyrion.
That's me. Well, this guy tried, so it's time for him to die. We're gonna give it a good old bonk.
Do or do not only die.
Do or do not. Well, beans, the 15 should hit. The 10. Let's see. Sir Tyrion has a bless. I think we'll go ahead. Can I use his blesses? Actually, hold on.
Steve, if you're okay with it in the chat, fire it in. But I will. The first 15 is definitely hit, so I'll go ahead and subtract lead damage. I will say that is enough to outright kill that one. So if you want to use your other attack on a different one, absolutely do.
Yeah, he'll probably move here to get the advantage on that guy. Let's see. So it has a 14 to hit. That should do it.
14 hits.
Excellent. So that's 16. And then I think he gets one more attack.
Yeah.
So this one is also dead from that attack because the scorching ray kind of really beat them down a good bit.
Then he's going to come over here and kill that one.
All right.
There's no other small ones. He also gets that advantage, 25, 18 damage. I think that one's dead too.
That one is also dead.
Excellent. And in typical super cool Tyrion fashion, he'll just kind of do that, get his blonde hair out the way, bang his sword against his shield, and then turn his attention towards that big ass tree.
Okay. Very good. Damon, your turn.
Well, yeah, it's just a tree, right? So Damon's going to run up.
Theoretically. Theoretically.
He's gone for it.
Theoretically.
It's got to die, isn't it? So let's have a go.
Let's do it.
23?
Yeah, absolutely hits.
For 7?
Okay, let me just just double checking. Yep, 7 points of damage. Yep, takes every bit of that. You shave off a nice bit of a really old bark, and you see this kind of ooze seeping out from where you chopped it off.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I hit it and do damage to it, this kind of reverb energy comes back off the tree, and I get 3 points of healing.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Let me just check. There shouldn't be any extra to that. I think it's just the 2d6. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay.
$11. I will use. Do I have a bless? I don't. So no. That's it.
Okay. Unfortunately, 11 is not going to hit.
And then Rocket will 1, 2, 5, 6. He's gonna move up as close as he can get to me.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Next up is this dude, and the tree kind of shudders a bit, and
ooh, spicy.
Yeah. It shudders. It shudders a bit. It shakes, and you see leaves kind of like fall pretty hastily to the ground. I think it was Shadar that did that perception check earlier. That bloop bloop that was coming from the water seems to become more prominent. And now this token looks like it's a whole bunch of spiders.
Oh, Jesus.
But what it actually is this, think of like a giant bullfrog, but it's violet and bulbous, covered in shrooms.
Oh, nice.
Further up, a humanoid infected creature crawls out of the river.
Oh, God.
And then
I thought we dealt with the minions.
Me too.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Evidently.
And another one pipes up from this little pond down at the bottom. And I'm going to roll some initiative for them. So they're not going to start until the next. Well, it will be the next turn. But the tree gets to start and use its action, and it is going to use a slam attack. Who can it hit? Well, Damon, because Damon just went up and tried and stabbed the tree.
You tickled him.
A 28 to hit.
Yeah.
What the hell?
For a further 21 points of bludgeoning damage. The second slam attack is coming at the next threat it sees, which is Rocket.
Rocket!
For a 15 to hit.
Just.
Okay.
As a wizard, it's so scary that he gets a 15 when he rolls a 4.
Yeah. It is a giant, huge tree.
I'm never crossing this bridge.
Those slams are going to hurt big time. But yeah, 18 points of bludgeoning to Rocket.
Okay. Rocket's still looking more put together than Damon right now.
Okay. Up next is this humanoid infected creature as it makes its way downtown as I look for its character sheet. And there it is, because I need to know its movement speed, which is that. Perfect. So this one looks different to those humanoid fungus creatures that you saw back in Grendel? This one looks different. It looks like it's more agile, and it's kind of just very rigid in its movements, but it's fast, very fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is... Just double check. Its reach is 5 foot, so that is all it is going to do. So Mina, over to you.
Me. This. Oh, shoot. I was planning Tyrion's attack. Wrong character. Okay. Mark, why don't you just roll the wisdom save and we'll get it over with. I'll move closer, but you know what I'm gonna do. Just it's fine.
On the tree, I take it.
Yeah, 6.
Here we go. There's a 12.
Wait! Did I do it?
I think you did.
I didn't do anything yet. What?
It's immune to psychic.
What? Hold on, I don't actually know what the spell does. I've never cast it successfully before.
Oh, actually. Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh.
Legendary save.
If you're gonna legendary resist, just do it. Do it, Mark!
It's immune to psychic damage, I'd
Put us
say.
out of our misery.
It used its only one legendary resistance.
Okay, great.
Interesting.
On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. It's at the end of each of the turns before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage. Which I already rolled as 20. So at the end of its turn, if it fails again, it'll take 20 damage.
Cool. I was about to say it's immune to psychic, but it's not at this time.
Oh.
In fact,
could be.
You look at this tree and it seems to react very badly to that damage it just took.
Very interesting.
It reacted more violently and aggressive than you were expecting. This had a profound effect on the tree.
I don't think Mina was expecting that either.
No. So yeah, you did a good thing. I think, and I hate to do this mid-combat, we might just take a quick 5-minute break. If that's
fine by me. I could use a drink refill.
Same.
Works for me.
So don't go anywhere, everyone. We'll be back in 5 with more of the action. Stick around.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Welcome back.
That's Mina's turn.
Yeah, we're right back into the action where Mina has ended her turn. And up next is this kind of weird, kind of froggy-like creature. It's the best way I can describe it. It's like this, it seems like this infected amphibian that's kind of just has all these abnormal kind of fungal growths all over it as it drags itself out from the bank of the stagnant river.
Of course.
And I go straight up to our good friend Sir Tyrion.
It's Gurmy.
Now it's time for you to pay.
That's a good impression.
He is going to
Croak it.
Hey.
He is. He's going to self-destruct all up in Tyrion's grill. Can I get a dex save?
Wait, what?
Oh god,
I
it
have
really
advantage
is.
on these.
A burstling.
Yeah.
Figures,
Oh
I
my
guess.
God.
Little bastard.
I need a dex save from Sir Tyrion.
All right, I have advantage on these because I'm hasted.
Oh my god.
I love that.
Tyrion should have an inspiration, but I don't know how that.
Oh, you can't double down on advantages if you already had advantage from haste, though.
Okay. Well.
Oh shit.
That's fun.
Can you imagine his burstling is like 30 years old and has never used that ability? And he's like, "This is my time. Let's go." Boom.
Tyrion is going to take 18 points of acid damage as this thing just scurries up to it and just goes. Acid just this collection of acidy goop it had in one of its like oversized growths just explodes. But as a result, it also dies. So that is a one-trick pony kind of thing. Alfred, over to you.
Ooh, so we got another burstling down there. We got this.
Yeah, you just saw what that thing is
creature.
capable of.
Yeah, I feel like our frontline crew are more than capable of dealing with these minions. I'm gonna go all out with the Scorching Ray. Actually, I'm gonna launch another 5th level Scorching Ray, my final 5th level spell slot, and just all of them directly at the tree.
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay, let's hope I get rolls like last time. He says.
Yeah, you put it out into the ether now. It's.
Oh wow.
Oh.
What is going on?
All about the 25s today.
1, 2, and 4 hit.
Makes
the others
sense.
Miss.
This AC is 25 or less.
I don't know what that means.
Alrighty, so an
So for a
accumulative
total of 35.
35 points of damage.
Wow.
Lovely stuff. And again, Alfred, when you hit it, it erupts with more of this like gunk, this dust, this mist. And this time it is of a blue color.
Oh,
Very interesting.
Damon, you are also covered in this stuff.
Oops.
doesn't seem to be suffering any less from my mental attacks now, does it?
Interesting.
It seems to have shaken it off a little bit, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not shuddering as much as it had used to. Alfric, anything else from you?
No, I'll call it. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Over to you, Shadar.
So Shadar begins to walk forward. He has his two hands out, and he just holds one out, and this black ball of spectral energy appears in his palm, and the other one, he does the same with the other one, and then he just shakes his hands down, and this spectral energy becomes a winged cloak spectral cloak as he walks forward 30 feet to get him to there. And then he just throws his arms wide and the cloak spreads wide, and from out of underneath the cloak shoot a 5th level spirit guardian. The cloak turns into ravens. And he is like, the Raven Queen's birds are here. And he's gonna cast spirit guardians at 5th level.
You gotta love it.
We'll throw it into chat. Spirit guardians at 5th level. Blump.
So
Wow.
Look at all those dice.
That will be 27.
Okay, is this right now or at the start of its turn?
So I will just throw that thing into chat. I believe it's at the start of its turn.
Yeah, I can never
check. There you go. It's into the chat
You
now.
get a wisdom save at the start of the turn.
You call 4 spirits to protect you. They flit around you at a distance of 15 feet for duration. If you are good or neutral, blah, 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 blah. An affected creature's speed is halved, and the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. It must make a wisdom saving throw. DC, whatever my DC is, 16. Or take X amount of damage. So that's 27 points of damage.
Might I say that was some pretty stellar Batman shit or something, just opening the cape and just...
Yeah,
that was great.
The idea that just this shroud surrounds him and he pulls it aside and then the cloak turns into it. I will turn on an aura, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
Token aura 15. And let's make it grey instead of yellow, because that's more metal.
All right.
So, yeah, cool. How is Damon looking?
Do you want to describe it, Ryan?
Multicolored.
Suffice to say that Shadar is also covered in this mist now as well.
Okay, God.
Damon would probably be looking very kind of collapsed within himself. Like,
is he hurt?
He's just been crushed twice, really badly.
Okay, well then I'm going to bonus action healing word.
Okay.
I assume it's not a concentration. Let me just check.
A healing word's just a straight out spell.
Yeah. So it is 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So it's 1d4 plus 8. Let me roll that.
Can you do that? I thought if you cast your spells, it would have to be a cantrip.
Oh, you could be.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yes,
Good call. Yeah, so that's all I got.
That's the only thing I remember about multiple spells.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My bad.
Like, one's got to be a cantrip.
Yeah. Let me just see if there's anything I can do with a cantrip.
Up on that.
Yeah, and I will continue.
No, very good.
Thanks.
Was that everything from Shadar? Sorry.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Yep.
Next up is Burstling the Second. Its speed is that. Perfecto. 1, 2, 3. It's going to stay right there and spit at Mina.
Oh.
Rude.
Yeah. For a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
You normally have to pay extra for that.
Yeah, so this thing just scurries up along the murky mire, stops, and just this tennis ball-sized gloop of acid is just spat at you.
Revolting.
You take 9 acid damage.
Okay.
And is that, as they say, is that? You didn't need it. Oh, that's for your concentration. Sorry. It is at this point that Grove Guardian is going to take his legendary action, and he's going to slam Shadar this time. The next person that entered its fray. That is a 15 to hit. I'm going to throw a bless on top of that. For a 17 to hit.
My friend, the Raven Queen protects me to the number of 19.
Excellent. I had the potential to get there, but no worries. Yeah. So again, you see this this branch just kind of come down and swing towards you like
got a shield up.
Swinging log style. And yeah, you just parry that shit away, bringing it to Sartarian Shadowbane's turn.
Excellent. So Sartarian kind of lifts his hand up in the air, and in typical Sir Tyrion fashion, I am the righteous hand of God, and you are nothing but firewood. And he's gonna go run up.
Nice.
And
that's pretty good.
he has 3 bonks this time.
Ooh, bonk away.
Bonking away. Which is bonk. Bonk.
Yes.
Oh, lovely stuff. Now we're talking.
And I believe it is law.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Absolute
Yeah, Mark, I'd
law.
like to use Sentinel at death's door to cancel that crit.
Yeah.
Only joking.
So so the second one is not going to hit.
I'm sorry. Steven said a bonus action Vow of Enmity. So if
Okay. Yeah, I can.
he can do
write
that,
on that.
he can
I
write
think
on it.
That
I
gives
think the second one
advantage.
still doesn't hit,
It still doesn't hit.
but we'll do that. That was the vow. That was his.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So that is 7 points of damage, plus 3 is
Where
10, plus 5 is 15, plus 19 is 34.
I need to find his smite. Hold on.
It already. No, it didn't. So
No,
With
that's his.
so 34 plus the smite. Okay.
I see Searing Smite, Wrathful Smite, and Branding Smite, and Blinding Smite, but I don't just see Smite.
I think you just roll the d8s.
There might be
Alright,
a checkbox or something underneath the weapons.
Global damage modifier.
Smite
Divine
disappeared from his sheet. Steven says so. Just roll the d8s. I think.
Okay. That should be 4d8 unless he ends up being any kind of creature that gives me an extra one.
I don't believe so.
Let's see. Total damage. That is
So we're doubling
7,
that up.
15, 25, 34, 50 points of damage.
Wow.
Nope.
Nice.
Another 16 on top of that because the smite is doubled. So 66 points of damage.
Oh boy.
Did you drop a high level
That's-
smite in, or was that did you roll 48 because that was because
Yeah,
of the crit?
smite's 2d8.
Yeah, so you roll
And then-
48 because it was double.
Sorry. Okay, 50 points damage. There you go.
Boom.
Perfecto. Yeah, that you pretty much tear. Like you basically start logging this tree. So you're just hacking it at the side.
Timber.
With the last one being extra empowered with the might of Torm as his blade beams with a blinding radiance.
As it should be. I am
Absolutely.
the chosen right hand.
It sure is.
But this tree is still upstanding. Upstanding citizen.
Shall
but
rip you from the ground, root and stem.
True Kane says Kenny Loggins.
Hey.
Danger zone.
So I believe that is action, bonus action from Sir Tyrion. That will
Yeah,
bring us,
action, bonus action, movement. We're done.
that'll bring us over to Damon.
Okay. Obviously, Blur doesn't seem to be working for me, so I'm going to cast this on myself instead.
Ooh, very good.
Take one shot at it. And 18.
Hits.
Yeah. 7 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Then Rocket runs up and he's going to have a go at it as well.
Absolutely.
Or no, he's not.
It's gonna miss. All right.
Yep.
Anything else for your turn, Damon?
That is... Oh, actually, yeah, when I hit, again, this kind of recoil bounce back from the attack as I take 9 points of healing.
Nice.
And for anyone watching, that is my arcane jolt. And there we go, that's me.
I saw recoil bounce back open for Dizzy Rascal. There's yeah.
Sorry, it's what I do.
I know. Oh yeah.
It's what I do.
Casting Oasis is a purple component. You say maybe. Very good. All right, David, that was everything for your turn, you said, was it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Next
Wisdom
up,
saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw coming right at you.
At the end of his turn, but
Oh, I think it's the start of his turn.
Oh, we both got okay.
It's the start of his turn, I think.
You got
No,
it at the
mine's at the
beginning
end
and
of
the
its
end. Yeah.
Oh.
As a 14, I'm going to dump another Blesseroonie on that.
I'm gonna use the Raven's Queen's blessing to make you roll a 1 there, Mark. Just roll. I'm just like hoping you roll a 1. That's all.
Oh, all right. I was like, what ability is that?
Ah, shit.
It's an 18.
The Raven Queen has spoken.
My friend, then you take half of 27 points of damage, which is 13. As my spectral ravens just tear the thing apart.
Okay. As that happens, it is none too pleased, as it makes 2 more slam attacks. First one being at Damon. That is a 26.
Oh.
Yep. Hits. Just.
For 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
I am so fucking glad I healed.
Oh God.
Second.
Yeah.
The second one coming Shadar's general direction.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Because as it goes to hit, Rocket bites the bar again.
Right.
And Shadar will said, "Come at me, bitch."
22.
I believe that you have been come after.
Yeah.
Let me before you roll the damage.
No? Sorry.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you something. Let me ask. Yeah, that hits.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that hurts.
Okay. 18
bludgeoning.
18 bludgeoning.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Ouch.
That was a relatively low roll as well.
Really? Okay. Good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting over 20s on every one.
Damon, I am so sorry to do this, my friend, but you are the closest person to it.
Yeah, go for it.
This thing just shambles up to you.
All right. Okay.
So,
if it starts its turn, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw in my.
Yes. Good shout. Good shout.
My wee area of effect. Hi.
Oh wait, have we moved away from the tree's turn?
Not yet.
We have.
So I need a wisdom save.
True. I'm getting ahead of myself. I apologize.
Dave, if you took my little 3 and he rolls a 20.
He rolls an 18.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
So can we stick with the 3-year-old? The 3 you rolled, not the 3-year-old.
No.
The 3 you rolled.
She's got nothing.
So that's you. So you rolled a 3 then.
Me? Sorry. I thought you were talking. I thought you were.
I thought she said you rolled a 3. You rolled a 5 actually. Sorry. So we'll stick. Do we stick with that save or?
Oh yeah. I was doing 2 separate wisdom saves for.
Sorry.
For each one.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. I thought that was like a dig at Mina or something.
No. God no.
Probably.
No, not at all.
That was just.
You'll know when it's coming at you.
So yes, Damon, this thing is going to try and reach for you.
Well, it needs to
take 27 damage.
27 damage from my spectral guardians.
I don't believe I've rolled that just yet.
You rolled a 5, I thought. No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Of course. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it takes the damage from that, and it just like walks through it as it's taken the damage from your spectral ravens. Just subtract the damage, and it's still going to try and reach for Damon because it is still up and running.
In the words of the great Heath Ledger, "Let me."
I'll need a dex save actually.
Oh, spicy. 16.
Nice. You pass, but that was its bonus action.
Okay.
Next thing it's going to do is so it goes to grab you, but you just like you kind of like kind of get off me kind of thing, but it reels back with its fist and goes to strike you.
Okay.
21 to hit. Okay. You're going to take 14 points of damage.
So, Damon not looking because he's looking at the tree. He's like, whacking away at the tree with his sword. Just gets sucker punched in the back of the head and just straight on the ground. Out.
All right. So Damon is indeed down. And this thing is just swiping blindly. The next attack comes back, reels back and goes for Shadar. for a 21 again to hit.
That'll do it.
And you shall take 24 points of bludgeoning damage for that one.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry, that was the Corrupted Grove Guardian. I apologize. Let me roll that. I'll take the roll and add the modifier.
Oh, yeah. I thought you would.
That's lucky.
I would have done the same.
He rolled a 10, and his modifier is 5. So it would have been a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bam.
I wasn't looking at the name on the character sheet. So
That's good. He throws up the shield and deflects the blow. Thank fuck for that.
Well, the damage wouldn't have been that much. That's why I was like, wait a minute, they can't do that much damage. So yeah, that's all it can do. So Mina, over to you. So to the north of you, next to this tree, you see this shambling thing that just after taking out Damon. But to the south of you, you see this like skittering thing, like already starting to take off after it spat at you.
Mina's gonna turn around, catch sight of Damon, and she's going to slam her drum and cast Mass Healing Word.
Ooh, very good.
And if you said for another mass.
Midnight Mass.
And I'll probably upcast it because Lord knows I don't have useful spells.
Don't say
So,
At least you know that one will hit.
Everyone.
Even
Zing.
I felt that in my chest. Oh my god. The deep burn.
It wasn't even meant to be harsh. I was looking on the bright
up
side.
to 6 creatures that I can see. I don't know if that includes myself.
Yeah, it does.
But that is everyone in the party. So we each get 18 points of healing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does it feel itchy that it's not healing from the Raven Queen? I'll take it, but it stings.
What are you trying to say about me?
You just get goosebumps everywhere, like.
And then
Damon's. Sorry, I was just gonna say Damon's eyes open and just the Windows XP starter tune just flares up.
Yeah.
That's what I like to say whenever our Warforged in another game breaks up. But anyway, I digress.
Mina, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably going to get over
Jesus
here.
Christ.
I saw run through Ken said. If Shadar is itchy, he should use some Raven cream.
Excellent. And I think I'm good.
Okay. Very good.
Alfric, you were also in range, so you also get the 18.
Awesome, thank you.
So. Oh, I gotta add it to Tyrion.
Alrighty then. Burstling is up next. It's once again going to spit at Mina.
Yep.
For a 17.
That'll hit.
Okay, so you're going to take a further 8 points of acid damage, and it's going to scuttle up here. No, to here. I think.
I love that it knows what will happen to it when it goes in there.
Well, it's kind of putting a distance between Mina and you guys. So.
I mean, it doesn't look inviting, though. You know what I mean? These males move like spectral ravens, so.
This is the time during the battle where it is Alfred's turn, but before that, the Grove Guardian is going to make another legendary action. This time, once again, aimed at. Ooh. Mina's now in range, and it's attacking things that come into its fray. So, unfortunately, Mina, this one's coming at you.
Let's do it.
Oh shit!
Oh, again, Shadar will reach out.
Thank goodness for that.
He points his hand at Mina. She feels some sort of itch at the back at her 2 shoulder blades as these black spectral wings just close around the front of her. And just take the force of the blow, take the force of the massive attack, and then just dissipate.
All right,
and she just hears Shadar just shout out, "The faithful shall be protected." He assumes that she believes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna say no right now.
He doesn't know.
Yeah,
Wrong
sure.
person. That's not me. Yeah,
he doesn't know what I know, so it's okay.
What do you know? How do you know I'm not
I just know you're
follower of the
no,
Raven
I just
Queen?
know you have some bad ideas.
Would have been a 32, but it's actually 18 now, thanks to Shadur's. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. That is exactly what I healed myself.
What a super bonk. But yes, Elfric, over to you now.
Okay, I'm gonna cross the bridge for once to get a better view.
I only have one of those left, by the way, guys. So
what?
I only have one of those left.
Trust me, I don't plan for these. The fact that you had to use both of them on me.
I would be worried if you did. Sorry, Elfric. Matt.
It's okay, I was just figuring something out. Right. I'm going to cast Wall of Fire at 4th level, with the right-hand side being the dangerous side. And I'm going to go something a little bit like that. To try and threaten the 3 enemies that we have before us.
Wow.
Could you throw that into the chat for me, Matt?
Yeah, sure thing. So basically, it says up to 60 feet long.
Okay.
Pulled up with a burning wall of fire.
So this wall of fire will actually hit Damon and Shadar because it's
so
10 foot.
The thing I was going to ask you is, because I think this is at your discretion. I wasn't sure if it would count for wall of fire. Is if I can use my sculpt spell on it or not.
Ah.
Ooh. Let's see. Being a second when you cast an evocation spell.
Well, the other thing too is you could move it like
I could
to the right and
yeah.
make the left side the dangerous side.
As I've already drawn it, it might be a bit.
Yeah, you can absolutely sculpt the spell on that.
Okay,
yeah.
I shall grant immediate. So if any of the party are in threat by it, it will park for them.
Perfect. Okay.
And allow them safe passage.
So let me do the dex save for this dude.
Okay, I'll chuck out the damage.
That is a 5 for the burstling. A 9 for our spore slinger. And for our tree, a natural 1.
Fittingly.
Who'da thunk? Who'da trunk? So this thing explodes, for sure.
Excellent.
This dude is horribly burned. Some of the myconid flesh is starting to like harden and blacken, but it is still alive. And the tree also takes the 20 points damage.
Nice. And yeah, that is
actually, you see with the blue mist that's around it that it actually seems to react rather unfavorably to fire damage.
Oh, that's good.
More so than before with the fireball.
Okay. Incidentally, how is the tree looking? That might be
not super great. A whole lot of the branches have fallen, bursting into flames. As far as a tree can look, almost felled at this point.
Excellent.
Like Tyrion's already hacking away at the side, and like parts of it are on fire and torn up by spectral ravens and the whole lot. Yeah, it's not looking great, for sure.
Cool. Okay, and then I'll back away a little bit, and then my turn.
Okie dokie. Shadar.
Would I have seen that the fire did a little bit extra damage than I would have expected? Okay, well then Shadar will reach out his hand and he will say, "May the flames of the Raven Queen speed you to your demise." And he will cast Flame Strike. It's the last 5th level spell, so if anyone needs greater restoration, you're going to have to wait 8 hours. And here comes the Flame Strike, motherfucker. Bob.
Just don't petrify.
So that will be 18 plus 3 is 21, 31, 35 points of fire damage.
Okay, let's get that dex save first and foremost. Nope. Yeah, Shader, how do you want to?
Nice.
Yeah, he'll
Do
reach.
this.
He'll reach the one hand out, and as the flames leave his hand, and a pillar of flame descends with its radiant might, the power of the Raven Queen. He'll just hold his other hand out, and he'll be like the specter of Christopher Lee from The Wicker Man. And his hands are just like, and he's like, burn in the name of the Raven Queen, burn to your demise, corrupted being.
Yeah, and this thing just shrivels up. And I forgot to ask you as well, by the way, at the start of your turn, I need a. Oh no! It just happens. You are going to take some damage from this infected creature beside you.
Oh, this thing here.
Yeah.
Oh.
It seems to give off this putrid aura, and you take 7 points of poison damage.
Okay, so in the middle of all that, and when Shadar is... Sorry, let me just click on
Sorry, I totally forgot to...
7 points of poison damage, and in the middle of all that, when the tree is on fire, and he's roaring and shouting, he'll just use this chance to just let out a little fart. all the noise. All the noise. That's it.
Very good, very good, very good.
I believe that's all he's got.
Tyrion, over to you then.
Is it dead?
I thought it was dead.
It is dead.
Can we get that really satisfying X mark?
Boom.
Thank you so much. X marks.
Oh, very nice.
Hey, it's a big old X. But there is still one threat next to Damon, who is still prone.
Not for long.
So Tyrion will step on over there. Damon's the prone one, not the threat, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll change the symbol on it. Don't have a prone one.
Was that
Malkin time?
I take it Tyrion was also sculpted around that spell.
Oh yeah, the whole party.
Okay.
Because I believe it was up to 5 creatures.
Okay.
14, 11, and
Miss.
25.
Last
or 13.
Yep.
Cool. Does it look really messed up?
Yeah, it's pretty messed up at this point. Yeah.
Oh, well, I trust Damon to take care of it then. No need to waste a smite slot.
As Tyrion got close to it, does he have to do the save as well?
No, it's sculpted around. Oh no!
The save from the spore, not from.
Let me just double check. No, starts its turn within 5 foot of it.
Okay, cool.
But Damon, you will automatically take 2d6 on the start of your turn.
Cool.
Of poison damage. It'll take 7.
Yeah, I'll cast that spell.
Okay. I'm gonna do something, hopefully with DM's permission here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Wow, narrative dice. I fucking love it. So Damon goes down and seemingly comes back. He's looking up, and all he sees is the light of the sky, the light of flames, and these crows. And he just reaches out his hand and he says, "Why again?" And that's all he does.
Where does he reach his hand towards anyone or anything?
He's just reaching towards the sky and the crows.
Yeah.
And then Rocket will go around and bite the fuck out of this thing.
Sorry to interrupt, but
Tyrion might take your hand, thinking you're asking for a hand up.
When you say crows, are you talking about the spectral ravens or something else?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I was just
sorry, ravens, not crows.
Cool. No, just I just want to make sure that I had that right.
Yeah. I'm guessing Rocket will miss with a 11.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's that then.
Okay.
Dex save. Sorry, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
please.
save. Boof.
So that's 13 points of radiant damage.
Boo.
You have to give it to half elf for the fucking lines. Oh my god, so good.
She's so good, man. She is so good.
You're now Flamin' Waynes.
Flaming wings.
Okay. How many? 13 points. All right.
Although, do you know what you did? How much damage did you do to me beforehand? I didn't make a concentration check for those for my Spectre Guardian.
I think it was 18 points.
18. So.
Oh no, that was towards Mina. What did I do?
You did 7 points for the spores.
Yeah, so I need. I have
10.
advantage. Yeah, I have advantage because I have Warcaster.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's only fair that I make the save.
Go for it.
Can't save. Here we go. There's no chance I could fail this, is there? There is.
Oh my god, you did.
You had to say it.
I have to be honest.
Fate.
I have to be honest. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't cheat in D&D. It's just wrong.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's the damning yourself of. There's no way I can.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't take any damage from the Spectral Ravens because they've now disappeared.
Oh.
So, doopy-doopy-doo, it is going to... First of all, I would ask Shadar to make a dexterity saving throw.
Here we go. I mean, I can't fail this, can I?
As it lurches towards you.
Just asking for trouble now.
Yeah, I know. I like the tempting.
Okay.
Like, it hasn't seen what the dice gods have done to the rest of us.
So this happened, okay?
Hold on a second. Yeah.
So what it does is it reaches out and grabs you, and your head is still reeling from losing your concentration. It grabs you by both of your wrists, like holds your hands out in like a crucifixion kind of stance, and it just looks over you, and it just goes, and this purple mist is just vomited down on top of your face. Can I make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh god, he might have the violent madness, lads. This could be the end of Shadar.
He would enjoy it though.
Enjoy going out this way. 6.
Excuse me, Mark. This might be a bad time to say this because I can't actually see from where I am. Would the infected creature be affected by the wall of fire at the start of its turn at all?
Oh, of course it would.
Oh, it would.
Yeah.
Sorry to drop that right in the middle of.
No.
Once he had already had the chance to attack Shadar.
It needs to make a dex save, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Oh god.
It's a 12. What is the damage for that?
Are we using the damage from the last?
I think so.
It was 20.
Oh my goodness, that actually kills it.
Oh, so Shadar's alright.
Shadar's okay, but that would have happened.
Oh,
I like to think maybe it grabbed Shadar, and then once it grabbed him, it was consumed by fire.
Yeah, like so. All this.
Or the Raven Queen gave you a glimpse of like what could have happened.
Wow. Do you know what? Like, yeah.
Sorry for being slow on the draw.
No, thank you for that, man.
Yeah.
I love Shadar, but
by the way,
I want him to die. I'm not gonna
It's
steer
what he
him
would
to
have
death.
wanted.
I'm not gonna steer him towards death, but like,
he's ready when it comes.
It's the only D&D character I have that I will be like not upset with when I die.
You know that some people affected by violent madness become these things. So
I trust my friends.
Yeah, we would
make sure that wouldn't happen.
What is necessary.
Yeah.
But that was an absolutely vital move on your part, Alfred. Wow. Yeah. So what is left? It grabs Shadar, but before long it's just burning up. Where all that's left is, before it can vomit on you, is just 2 black smoldering arms. The rest of them has been reduced to ash.
Holy shit!
That will conclude the battle.
Wow. And Darla, dismiss the wall of fire with a snap of my fingers in that case.
Oh, wow.
I will immediately cast Mass Cure Wounds if I have it.
Oh, that was was rather exciting.
Are we all looking really fucked up?
No,
Alfred doesn't have a scratch on him.
It's like, well, that was easy.
Everyone gets 9 hit points back, just in case. We all know what Mark's like.
We can really make quite a mess when we put our mind to it. Just
Meanwhile,
looking
the
around
Duke
at
and
the
the
fiery destruction.
Duke and the soldiers are back there like diddly.
Is Damon still on the ground?
Yeah.
I think Mina would walk over. If your hand's still up, she would just grab it. But I don't know what you're doing.
In this incredible quick amount of time, he's probably just kind of come into his senses, so his hand would just be there, kind of thing. As you get to
well, yeah, you got 9 hit points back as well.
Yeah, that's what kind of clicks him back in again, refocuses him. So yeah, he'll grab your hand and lift up.
Just one of those pull-up things. You okay?
Oh yes, it's took quite a few wallops from that thing.
I thought it might have broken you in half at some point.
I think it did at one point.
You know what it was? I think it's dead now.
Perhaps
and Tyrion leans over his sword, just exhausted from the haste, like.
Perhaps under different circumstances, it might not have been hostile if it weren't for the madness that has infected it. Seems a shame that such a great, such an old thing had to be destroyed, but I suppose there's nothing else for it.
So I'm sure it would have allowed us to build a treehouse in it or something.
Quite possibly, yes.
Of the branches, have they just kind of sagged? Are they falling down? Or?
Oh yeah, this tree is still falling down. There's smoldering branches just falling down. Nowhere near you guys. Obviously, I'm not going to be calling protect saves or anything. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, the main body of this tree is just burning up from the inside, and it's just the leaves and branches are all shriveling and kind of curling.
I have a question. If the answer is yes, we can text about it. Do I sense something when the tree dies? In the way that I do? Because it might have been just curious enough that she might have.
I'm going to say no on this.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, no, very good question though.
Okay. So wasn't quite so
Craig says Shadar taking one level of Boy Scout there.
So Mina definitely looks over the tree, knowing what she knows and with her ability. She's just kind of she's pretty sure it was the madness and it's not something in the tree itself.
I'm gonna go just the way at the base of trees there's hollows and things like that. Shadar's just gonna have a rummage around and see if anyone if this thing dragged anyone in, or if there's anyone still alive in there, or if there's anything anything alive he can save, or whatever. It's probably a hard no, but it's just it's worth checking.
Yeah, I won't call for a check for that. It is there is a hard no there. There's nothing inside the tree or anything like that.
Cool, grand. All right, that's it for Shadar. He's done. He's fucking.
Okay.
Fuck this.
Damon's gonna start walking back towards the Duke with Rocket. He's gonna go and check on them, but it's also because he wants to get away from the others for a minute.
Okay, sure.
Exactly what Shadar is doing.
But if Damon's coming over in the guard's direction, he will notice that they've been in this defensive motion the whole time, not really able to comprehend what they've just witnessed.
This is above their pay grade for sure.
Yeah, that and I forgot to roll initiative for them.
I think they would have been more trouble than they're worth.
I think they will thank you outside of the game for that.
Yes, yeah.
Is this an email from an NPC? How does this even happen?
Groupgreeting.com. But they're all just I suppose lowering their shields as you approach them.
Are you okay?
The Duke is kind of good God, what is this? What is this abomination doing to these lands? This is not only corrupts the minds of people, but it corrupts the environment. This is the stuff of nightmares, let me tell you.
Certainly is. This is why it's imperative for us to carry on as we are and to get this sorted as quick as possible.
Absolutely. We surely must make haste. This is much more worse than I thought. It's more than just a disease. It turns the land against us. Nobody will be safe before long.
This is why, as the position of which you're in, I hope you understand how much you're going to have to put into this to make sure that people are safe.
Never you fear. I'll be rallying the backing of the other 3 dukes and duchesses and the king himself. Surely this has to stop and soon.
Let's hope. Obviously, as always, I will do what I can to help.
You have my thanks as always, Stephen.
I think they're more to thank than I am this time.
You have all put in a very valiant effort, and it will not go unnoticed. I promise you that.
And Damon's just going to go down on his knees like he's wrecked. There's a lot going on for him right now.
How bad does Rocket look, actually?
Rocket actually looks all right.
Okay.
He took some slaps, but he's a real champ.
Little guy.
So I mean, I would say I'd take like a minute just to make sure he's kind of
for sure
bolts are tightened back up, and he's looking a bit cleaner and stuff like that. He'll be back to where he was, kind of thing. But he definitely took that more. He took it better than Damon did, for sure.
Can Shadar cast a spell while he's here by himself?
Of course he can.
So okay. So Shadar has wandered off of himself, sat down on his arse with his back to the wall, and let me just double check and see if there are any material components to this. He still has 3 of 3 for his 3rd level spells. Where's it gone? There you go. BSM. So he pulls out a short piece of fine copper wire, wraps it around his little finger until it becomes a sort of a kind of twirly piece of copper wire, and he utters a couple of verbal components and makes a little hand gesture, and the copper wire just fizzles away, and he casts sending to the old witch that he saw when he was 12. The leader of the hags.
Oh.
And he says, see 25 words. Well, witch, you wouldn't believe the power I wield. I'm coming for you. The power of the Raven Queen is coming for you. Cower. That's it.
It is
and in brackets you can reply to this message.
you get to say you can, and then that's it.
You can. She's received enough sending spells to know.
Yeah, for sure. So some time passes, maybe. You cast your spell, and maybe
she doesn't have to reply.
5 minutes later, can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, shit. I love it.
Just in case Shadar starts to scream, since Alfric is next to Mina, I'm not sure if he
25.
would say something or notice.
You have enough mental fortitude to know when someone is trying to scry on you, and you block that shit out.
Wow.
You just at the corner of your eye, you see that scrying orb, and you just shut your mind off to it. You close your eyes, you screw your eyes shut as tight as you can, and you just put it out of your mind. And you're like that for about 30 seconds. And you open your eyes and the scrying orb is gone. You resisted it. But then you hear a response to your message shortly after that. And yeah, she'll just say something along the lines of, if you were so almighty and powerful, you wouldn't hide your location to me. I invite you to come. I look forward to putting I've lost count of the words. I look forward to putting your bones into my cauldron. And that's about it. Scry Sports News, Drew Kane says.
Brilliant.
That's cool. I have another sending spell, so I'm going to cast another one.
Ooh, okay. Pen pals.
So that's two. I have 1/3 level spell left. And
Come at me, bruh. That's all I need.
Scry Sports 1. Scry Sports News. That's brilliant.
Shadar will say he will cast it again, and he will say, essentially, just drop a pin and I'll be there. But he's just like, I will come for you, witch. Just let me know where you are. The Raven Queen's wings will protect me. I will rain her fury down upon you.
I love this. They're like wrestlers hyping up for a fight.
Yeah.
Calling each other out.
It's a macho man, Randy Savage. Oh yeah.
You got the fury.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will rain fury, and then that was it.
Well, that's fine. You could reply to this message.
Sent from my Scry phone.
That is
love it.
Fucking best one tonight.
Love it. Would she divvy out her location?
Well, she just asked me to she just invited me to come to her.
Yeah, true. You will receive
when we actually fight, so we need to pay people to cast sending for us, so she uses all her spell slots.
I don't think she has to use it to reply back.
No,
I think she gets a free reply.
She gets a free reply.
She's like, are you using Gmaps or Waze? I'm not sure which I should.
After about maybe 5 more minutes, you get a reply. And it says, halfway to the top of Mount Renbaster lies a place called Blackbone Barrow. You may find me in its depths. I invite you.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, yeah.
She literally said, "Come at me, bro."
Yeah, she did. She did. She said, "Well, right here. Come on, let's go. Let's go, buddy. You can bring your little friends if you want to."
She has 2 covens of hags left still,
What's that?
No, Mina was just like, you can bring your friends too. And she's like, still has like 2 out of 3 covens of hags still, according to her last message to you.
2 or 3 is not bad. Yeah, that's all I got. And yeah, he just wanted that to be a private moment. He's going to take off his boots. Sure. And he's going to take off his chainmail because there's been water fucking running down the back of his neck, down the chainmail that he can't get at. Everything's coming off, and he's just there, sitting there in his, he's not stark bollock naked, but he's just pretty much just
his small clothes.
His small clothes, yeah. Thank you, Matt. That's exactly what he's doing.
All right.
Came at the wrong time.
Yeah, you did come at the wrong time. That was my lovely wifeling, Kate Mitzvah.
Oh dear.
That's all I got.
All right, cool.
So, it is 10 minutes. I think, Alfred, this is actually up to you if you wanted to have a conversation or not. But when Shadar disappears and Damon disappears, I'll assume Tyrion follows after a moment or so.
Sure.
Mina's just got her arms crossed. She puts her sword away. She's just kind of staring at the tree with a little bit, maybe pondering, maybe a wistful look on her face, like she's thinking of something or someone.
Something the matter there, Mina? You seem to be deep in thought.
Nothing's wrong. I'm just, this woman I used to know, used to say that nature punishes those who deserve to be punished.
An interesting line of thought. But you can't suppose that this land deserves such a blight as this violent madness.
Well, I think the violent madness isn't natural. We figured that out.
Certainly not.
But it certainly acts natural. Infestation, the fungus, the way it moves and the creatures it spawns.
Yes, it's quite remarkable, especially the effect it's had on this. But, well, perhaps we shall find out its secrets in good time.
I just think about the skill necessary to put something like this together. You're a fairly capable wizard, probably the most capable I've ever met.
Well, that's very kind of you.
And yet I don't think you could do this if you tried.
Certainly not, no. You're quite right. It's far beyond my skills to engineer something of this magnitude.
I've met quite a lot of people in my travels, and I can't think of anyone who possessed this sort of skill. I wonder if it's not with some kind of help.
And perhaps they discovered it rather than created it. Whoever's behind it.
Tell me, we helped the good doctor come up with some sort of way to vaccinate the population. But I've seen no animals. I've seen no birds and no fish and no deer, and it seems like this madness just eats and eats and eats, and even if we can protect the people, I don't see any way we can protect the land.
Well, I'm inclined to agree. I think whatever the doctors put together is only a temporary respite for the people of this land. Something's going to have to be done about this for good. And, well, so far it seems it might fall to us. So I'm not sure there's anyone else in the area who's capable of the things that we are.
I'm not sure I've got a good solution. All I can think of are wildfires, and how sometimes to protect the rest of the forest, you create a fire that meets the fire and gets rid of the fuel. If we were to separate this dukedom, but then the poor people of this dukedom, I'm rambling. It's just, I don't know what we really can do.
Well, there's still an awful lot that we don't know. We can only hope that further investigation will be able to ascertain just what it is we can do.
I wonder if anyone's done anything. It's been months. We can't be the only capable people in the land.
Well, certainly hope not. I suppose the doctor is doing his work, but... well, I suppose we'll see. We haven't visited any of the other settlements yet.
Yeah. And you see Mina's kind of doing that thing where you're trying to talk, but you're clearly thinking about something else, and the words start coming out and not making total sense. Like, yeah, just land and spread and people and...
We've gotten this far. Some might say against the odds. What we can do is continue.
Well, I think we should get out of this bog. Is Shadar still in the brutes?
So you probably at this point notice that it's just the two of you guys just kind of standing around talking. That all the others have kind of gone back to where the Duke has stationed himself.
It looks like everybody else has had the same idea.
Well, let's leave this behind.
Yes, back to the journey.
But even as you guys walk away, she's kind of looking over the tree, like looking over her shoulder at the tree.
Have we found any of the fungus that we were meant to be looking for yet?
The grass bloom? No. But the stuff that was
we know where it's supposed to be, though, don't we?
Yeah. But the stuff that needs to be put into that little mortar and pedestal back in the shrine, they're all around you.
Okay.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do at this time?
Nothing from me, apart from maybe helping Damon to collect some samples around here, because we did discuss it earlier.
Yeah,
I want to try something, Alfric, and I feel like you might be best to kind of watch over as I do it.
Oh, certainly. What have you got in mind?
I want to recreate that incense, and I want to inhale it.
Well, it seems if you're willing to offer yourself up as a test subject, it seems it might be beneficial to know just what the purpose of it was.
I mean, it might not be for inhalation purposes, but we can certainly try, I think.
And there's got to be something behind it.
Yes. So I want to kind of recreate what they've done in that mortar and pestle, and as I said, inhale it or try to take it to see if there's any effects from it.
So you're able to get all the ingredients, but one of them is from the purple things. So if you do that, you could do your either pick it yourself, but I'll need.
I was going to say, could we mage hand it?
You can mage hand it or do the rocket thing up too. Yeah. I was just going to mention.
Do the mage hand. I think it's probably more reliable.
Yeah. Do you know what? In that case, I'm not even going to call it for a roll because I'm going to assume you're way far back. So even if you it will be irrelevant. So yeah, you can make up this incense if you so choose to. Are you going back to the shrine, or are you just going to stick with it?
We do it with using the proper tools that are there, and plus my alchemy kit.
Okay, so
I'll offer any assistance that I can.
Okay, cool. This is fun. So you muddle up the stuff, and it creates this like dry kind of, I suppose, powder, and you set it down, and I'm sure Ilfric just flicks his fingers and a little spark of light just erupts, and it burns away, and before like you kind of stoop over to inhale, you get a few sniffs of it, and it's it doesn't smell. It smells kind of tangy. I don't know if that makes sense because tangy's a taste, but it kind of stings the nostrils a little bit.
Yeah, you have to be able to smell the taste. Yeah.
60% of the time it works every time. But as you're looking, as you're kind of the smoke from this is kind of wafting up, you can see on this back wall where you earlier prestidigitated the decaying fungus off the wall, more fungus as a reaction to this smoke starts to grow on the wall.
Oof.
Just like as if those like time-lapse photos of mushrooms growing. It's like that.
Flip fast.
It causes
remarkable.
It causes letters to be revealed.
Oh, okay.
That look pretty much like this.
Damon, my boy, you've struck gold here.
Which language is it in?
That's exactly it. So does anybody understand Elven? I'm sure Alfred does.
Yes.
Yep. Does anyone not?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Alfric, do you have any understanding of this? I know you're quite good with languages. Tyrion, you may want to have a look at this, my friend.
Well, it's quite simple. It's Elvish.
Yes, but Alfric, you're a little bit taken aback to find out that this is your name spelled on the wall.
Oh, shit.
It says Aelfric Elnarin. And nothing else.
You're not playing some kind of trick, are you, Damon?
Watched everything I've done. You understand what I've done, surely.
Yes. Well, that is unexpected.
Everyone who is inside the shrine, which would be Damon, Alfric, and Shadar, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
So, because did somebody say a word or?
No.
Okay, cool. Just grand. Just
If
23.
Q, Damon.
Damon has a +4 from Tyrion, but that only makes it a 9.
Okay. So
if that's the case, then, and I would understand that by now, being with the guys, I'd also use my flash of genius, which gives me a 5.
Tyrion says +5, so I guess it's a +10. So
it's 15 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you still fail, unfortunately.
No, that's fine.
But you hear something interesting. Your eyes are drawn to the crumbled statue on the ground, and in your head, you hear this raspy voice saying, "Find him." Actually, shouldn't have said that because it would have been in a language you wouldn't understand.
So I just hear.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine, because what I will do is do what I did before and say, "Did you hear that?" To everyone, like, "Did you hear that?"
No.
You didn't hear that voice?
No.
It was in a language I don't understand. And then I'll use thaumaturgy to make the sound of it again.
Well, that's a good idea.
Excellent.
That's a great idea.
That is really clever.
As I did with the guys that put me in the
you did that before.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but the script was Elvish, but the language wasn't. I'm just checking your character sheets to see if you understand said language.
Tyrion would probably use his helm like they did last time.
Oh,
so he'll just
forgot about that.
trigger that with an action and
it translates.
I've got Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Elvish.
Okay. So Tyrion is able to hear it. Shout out your languages there, everyone.
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Elvish.
Regardless, Tyrion would know because of his helm, but yeah.
Elvish, Sylvan.
Okay.
And then
I've got nothing different from everyone.
So Common, Elvish, Gnomish.
I gotta pull Tyrion's up, but he's a paladin. I can't imagine he's got that many languages.
He has
got the helm, yeah.
Languages. So Tyrion is the only one that understands it as find him.
It means find him.
Well, find you.
The name Elfric Elnern is written on the wall in fungus that's now starting to decay rapidly.
He's right here. He's beside me.
I'd worked out earlier that this is potentially a summoning thing, right?
Not so much summoning, but more like a
communing, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. Like guidance or
It seems someone's after our good friend Elfric here.
Oh, Elfric, people are after you. You probably shouldn't be using your real name anymore.
Well, I'd rather like to know who seeks me.
When I did the thaumaturgy, it wasn't just what the words were, it was the sound. Is it a voice recognizable to anyone?
No, it actually kind of terrified you a little bit. It didn't sound human. It was deep and raspy and
So if we all heard it, would I recognize it?
No, you don't recognize it.
Okay.
For brevity, none of you recognize it.
So let us go over what we've seen here. We investigated the area, and Shadar, did you not determine that whoever had put this offering here had not long since departed? It was still warm, was it not?
Correct.
So someone has been here not long ago. They've burned this incense to reveal a hidden message, citing my name and telling them to find me. Interesting.
Did Elfric, did anyone jump out at you as to, maybe are you currently pursued by any entity or creature or humanoid? Have you made some enemies that we should know about?
Well, none that are still a threat.
That's good enough for me.
Much to think about.
Is there anything about what he just said there as not sinister, but as in I've dealt with them? As in like lead boots in the sea kind of thing?
Infer from it what you will.
Maybe a disintegration ray or two, you know.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Or more scattered ashes in the sea, really, if it's a situation.
Yeah.
Have you ever backed out of a contract from the Hells, or?
Have you ever backed out of a contract from the Hells or rank of the Fae?
Of the Fae.
If so, dial 1-815-999-6666. We'll be here to take your call.
You have to be very careful with what you let the Fae take, even if it's a call.
Is there any tracks? Because
Tyrion does ask
That's a
that.
good point.
Like Tyrion does ask Alfred that.
No, none at all.
There's no tracks around from
if
other
you would like,
footprints.
if you would like to make a survival check, you may.
I mean, Alfred's going to look, even though he's no good at it, just because he's so intrigued.
Nice.
19, it's not bad.
Is it survival?
Yes. Anyone can make the check if they want.
We will send you this.
Oh, I don't have advantage toggled for no reason.
Okay.
I always have it
19. Like, I mean, it rained recently, so footprints are kind of a little bit obscured. But the 19, yes, scrounge a wee bit of luck.
Ooh, nice.
As you are looking around this area, you can see like on the rope bridge. So there's like these like 4 stakes in each corner of the rope bridge that are, you tie the ropes to, and where the rope is nailed in, Damon, it's kind of like a blink and you'll miss it kind of thing, but just the way the direction of the wind blew, there was some thread caught in that nail. A kind of navy-ish color.
The same kind of navy as the hoods that. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a very similar color. They seem to have crossed this bridge.
Which hoods?
The hooded guys that threw me in the.
I didn't realize
Oh,
Navy was
sorry,
going to
Yeah,
be
from way back when.
the colors of the bad guys. I feel like I need to go shopping.
just want to raise even more suspicion.
It's kind of more of a dark turquoise, but yeah.
Well, it seems we know who's doing it at least.
Yes, your old friends.
If they're heading this way, then there's a very good possibility they might be still in the city when we get there. Where's closest? It's
So Mirren's the closest town, Pethlind's the closest city, which is where your final destination is for this quest.
Don't say that.
They must have been stopping in Mirren. What do you think?
Well, our plan was to go there anyway.
Seems we better be on our guard.
Yes, well, just make sure to stick by Rocket if you can, okay, Alfred? We need to keep you up and going.
I will. I appreciate that, and I will do.
Half elf in the shelf is they can't tell what color it is.
Yes. Gosh,
Nice.
It's so good.
How long till we get to Mirren, do we know?
I can tell you that. The guards wouldn't know. Okay. It'll take you another day. So you'll have to set up camp, and you could hit Mirren by evening time tomorrow.
Okay, not too far then.
You're kind of at the edge of the bog on the other side. You're just
we need to set up camp here, I think.
Do we? You want to set up camp here? You guys don't want to go any further tonight?
Well, Shadar. I mean,
a little depleted.
Yeah, Shadar's depleted as well.
Wouldn't like to run into anything else too horrible.
I mean, I could pull out my trusty mace and beat them upside the head. That's all I've got, except for.
What sort of time is it at the moment?
Excuse me. It's probably, what did I say? It was early afternoon. You traveled for. It's probably closing in on evening time.
Okay, so we get into that kind of time, yeah.
Well, they're having this conversation, Mark. Can I use my last sending?
Sure.
More smack talk.
More smack talk.
No. For the first time ever, Shadar is going to cast sending to his mother.
I'm not ready for this.
It's like last time he saw her, she was an insane, ravenous, undead beast. And he's going to cast sending in the hopes that he won't get an answer, that something or someone has destroyed her. And he will say,
I'm sorry. Drew Kane said, "Hello, mother. Have you ever backed out of a contract from the house of right with the pay?"
So he will say, Ilya, mother, it's your boy. It's Shadar here. I pray you're with the Raven Queen. So what I think about nights. Please. I hope something has destroyed you and given you peace. Please don't respond to this message. The last part was just Dave.
Yes,
yeah. That's what he says.
So you're kind of like, I assume you're kind of like backed up against this wall in a seated
position.
Yeah,
he goes somewhere, and this is he's whispering it.
Yeah. The guys are kind of while this is happening, the guys are kind of having their kind of talk about, okay, we'll camp here, we might not, we might go a little further or whatever. And they're having that talk for about maybe 10, 15 minutes, and you still don't hear anything back.
Mm-hmm.
But then, in your mind, you hear a familiar tune, the same tune that was being hummed in the crypt when you were locked inside as a boy.
In the safe.
That lullaby tune, yeah.
But like the one that I heard at that moment, or the one that he would have heard like when he was a child.
The one that he heard when he was a child, like, you know, that lullaby tune that was
but at that moment in the crypt.
Oh, at that moment in the crypt,
he heard it like it was horrific, and so that's what he hears.
That's what he hears, the horrific one. Yeah, and as that tune goes, you know, that messed up version of, and then it just says, and that's it.
Oh, jeez.
And that's that's all you get back.
Okay.
Do the guys hear anything from Shadar? Or
no, they did. Well, I mean, you might hear a faint as he uncorks his wineskin and sinks the whole lot of it.
All right.
Like, so the whole wineskin is about a bottle and a half of wine. So he's not going to pass out. Like, it's not going to knock him out, but he is good. Like, he's brought all his gear over there, and he's thrown his excuse me, his sleeping bag over himself, and he's going to sleep there now, and he doesn't want to talk to anyone.
He wants to forget that, I'm sure. I think that is where we're going to leave it for this evening, however. So we shall return in 2 weeks' time, and we'll see what happens next. So from there, I want to thank everyone in the chat for their participation. I want to thank you guys for an epic battle and role-playing scenes. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. So thanks very much, everyone.
Sweet.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Mark.
Amazing
stories.
stories.
Thanks. Wow. Thanks for the game, Mark.
No bother. See you guys again.